So, picking up where we left off, Archeron, Drac, Maeve, Sidon, and Slab all arrived in the city of Crowntop, going about their mornings before heading to the Royal Masquerade Theatre, for a variety of reasons. After some strange introductions, the show was cut short by 3 vampiric entities, but through their quick action and help from a dragon knight named Melanoe, the damage was kept to a minimum, and then you all headed to the Lively Loot Inn for a short rest, and the rest of the night is yours. So, what are you guys doing? It's about 6:30-ish p.m. in late afternoon, early evening.
Fantasy 6:30.
No, James, it's just 6:30.
Is dinner provided at this inn, or do we have to buy it?
No, breakfast is.
So we have to buy
Is it all day breakfast?
No.
It's like days.
And is it all you can eat?
No.
Did you say we've already had our short rest?
It's up to you. You could have taken one at 7:30, or you could go about doing whatever shit you want.
I'll chill out and take a short rest. Proper now.
Yeah, a short rest is required, even though I did nothing but spend like a spell slot. Archeron is, like, as I said, when he got back, was visibly stressed. So he's going to go back, shut himself in his room. You hear, like, I'm not going to say like thrashing or clomping around, but you do hear movement in the room. And after about 30-45 minutes, he comes out in a completely different outfit. Like everything is changed. Like his hair is like he's restyled it. His glasses have been cleaned. His clothes are like meticulously pressed. Anyone who like is in the corridor when he like comes out sees that his room is like meticulously laid out, like everything in its place and a place for everything kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm guessing that the same shoes are on.
Oh, of course, the same shoes.
The 10 gold shoes.
Yeah, what he would probably be doing is carrying the shoes. So he'd be wearing like I don't know if you know
Crocs.
Not Crocs, but like leather loafers, or like you see old women wearing them all the time, like very like comfortable leather. What are Crocs based on? Clogs. Like leather clogs, inside like hardware and slippers. He's wearing them. He's bringing out his shoes, his book under one arm, some varnish or like wax in one hand. His quill is vanished because he doesn't need it at the moment. Porridge is like somewhere about, and he's looking for a relatively open, doesn't have to be empty, table to like buff his shoes on. But say before he was wearing this very appropriate for a theatre show. Now his suit is much more like an evening jacket, almost like a smoking plum red jacket with a frilly shirt on underneath, and these meticulously pressed like navy blue trousers and his old lady clogs.
Nice. So for the rest of you, would you have taken a short rest downstairs, or would you just stay in your rooms?
Maeve would not have come out of her room.
Okay.
I think for Sidon's short rest, he'll go out of the inn and try and find like a sort of quiet space and not a waterfall. And spend 30 minutes doing drills and shadowboxing, essentially.
Well, short rest is an hour. But...
It is an hour, but it's 30 minutes to get my key points back, and that's
Why
his
not
way of
fucking
meditating.
clean your clothes instead?
Yeah, so it's 30
Sparring
minutes of
nobody.
Yeah, essentially
Sparring with
shadowboxing.
Shadowboxing, image training, you know.
Shadows can't box.
Because for him, that's his way of meditating. Like, he can't meditate normally, so he spends 30 training like that, and just sort of so he can sort of get his focus back and get his key points back. Then he'll come back in and finish off his short rest.
Cool.
As he comes back into the room, you just see Slabs just like pass out.
So are you guys being in your? Sorry, I'm still confused. Are some of you guys going downstairs, or you just going in your? Because obviously, Simon went downstairs a little bit, but he like walked through it. It doesn't really matter. I'm just wondering for visuals and which map I should use.
I'd be like downstairs looking. Head downstairs because like I don't want to be melting shoe wax in the room that I'm going to be sleeping in. I think is the main reason I'm heading downstairs. I don't mind doing it where people eat, but I don't want to do it where I sleep.
So yeah, you go downstairs into the main room. and you sort of see. I guess Sidon would have gone past, but you probably wouldn't have taken much notice. I mean, you might have. But for those who were looking, you can see that Mel is sitting at the bar and is talking to the barkeep. But you see, she is not wearing armor. She's just wearing like a green like cardigan, and her armor's like strapped to her backpack. And she's just like very. You hear her before you see her. You're going down the stairs, and you can already hear her like loudly talking to the barkeep. Just
Loudly drinking.
no, not drinking. She's just
Loudly.
she's just very loud. She does not know what subtlety means.
As Archeron heads downstairs, he kind of sees this and his eyes kind of go a bit wide, seeing this very friendly, outgoing lady, and decides he's going to head the other way. But Porridge flaps in his gets up, starts flapping in his face, not attacking him, but wah, 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 won't let him go past, and kind of forces him to sit next to yeah, kind of forces him to sit next to Mel. And he kind of sits down a little bit sheepishly, and takes out the cleaning, well, not cleaning, the wax and stuff, and he kind of pushes it all out as he sits next to them.
Do you need some help with that?
No, thank you. I've done well with the first clean, or the first preparation of a new pair of shoes is quite a. Not personal, but it's quite a fun thing to do, and I have done it before. If you have a tinderbox, though, that would be very helpful. All I've got is Firebolt, and I don't want to set fire to the bar.
Why do you need a tinderbox?
Well, maybe I can teach you. So when you are preparing the shoes, what you do is you melt the wax slightly, and then you put the lid back on, and then you get your material, and it allows for easier application of the wax or the and then when it dries in, it'll soak into the shoe and make it slightly waterproof. Did you not know that? I thought they tell you that stuff in the army, right?
Maybe I'm not gonna listen. I have a tinderbox, and she goes through her backpack and pulls out a tinderbox. And as she's going through the backpack, you can see that she has a map folded up in her backpack. She goes, here you go.
Oh, thank you very much. Mr. Barkeep, I must apologise. I don't know your name. I'm okay. I'm going to give you a very little fire. Is that going to be okay? The same as it would be if you were lighting a pipe, or
sure.
Okay. And so I light the tinder, and then I light the wax, and it's have you ever set fire to Vaseline or anything like this? Very low flame,
yeah,
not very hot. You let it burn for a few seconds, pops the lid back on, hands the tinderbox back, takes it off, and the wax has gone from the kind of putty kind of texture it was to more like an inky texture. And that's all you need to do, and he starts applying it to the shoes.
Mel's just watching.
I can't believe you've never seen this. How do you protect your shoes?
Well, they're usually metal, steel kit, for armor. So I don't. It's just
horrified.
What?
Metal shoes? They can't be.
Well,
delicate.
metal greaves, to protect your feet.
But what about inside the greaves? Is there not leather inside the greaves?
I mean, a little bit, but it's inside. I can't get to it.
Oh.
I got big hands.
You don't wear metal shoes all the time, right?
No.
So. Okay, well.
No, she doesn't get barefoot. She's wearing boots, currently.
Very scuffed, well-worn boots.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you would like, if you have I'm not going to take your shoes off you now, but if you have a pair that you would like to, particularly attached to, I could show you.
I don't really get attached to clothing that much.
Oh.
Archon is horrified again.
Yeah, it's it's just
well, because of what I have to do, I just a lot of it gets damaged or ripped, so I don't really take. I mean, I've got the armor.
These clothes have been repaired and mended.
Well, that's impressive. I can't do that.
No, it's not. You haven't tried. I could show you how.
I mean, maybe at some point.
He's so cute.
Well, it's so Archeron's a little bit trying to apologise for how standoffish he was before, but realising he has nothing in common. With his
and you realise that she has no idea.
Yeah. About these. Well, I don't know what everyone else is. Perhaps we should wait for them.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Do you want some food?
Yes, I was going to say, what is there?
Gregory is the bar. He goes, the basics. We got some meats. We got a bit of fish. River fish, lake fish. We got some vegetables, stuff like that. No, we're not near the sea.
Okay, right.
No, I don't have any currently. What do you need? What do you want?
Any local delicacies? Anything, that you could recommend? I'm from. Well,
You got this. You got this. It's an O.
Fun.
It's an O.
Ophina?
Close enough for Ophina. Yeah.
Yeah, I was that. And I live in Malachite. So anything you think? I hear the potatoes here are quite excellent.
Yeah. Well, that's not right. Potatoes pretty good. We do have a lot of like birds. Clouds. So sometimes we do some bird. Some I don't actually know what the bird is. But I'm not the cook actually. So I just tell the cook what people want. What
chicken?
It's not chicken, but because they like fly. It's like eagle, but not actually eagle. I don't know.
It's not.
Eagle.
It's not magpie, is it?
It's fantasy eagle. No, not magpie.
Look,
Yeah,
I'm not there.
What?
What was that? I'll get you a platter. How about that?
Yes. Okay.
A spread of
what
things.
would you? Well, Mel. Sorry, Captain. What would you recommend?
The fish is pretty good because there's a lake nearby. The fish is pretty good. And the potatoes. They usually
Fish and potatoes. Sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear it's great if you put them into individual shapes and then batter the fish.
Turkey
You're not there.
Chips.
You're shadow boxing, shouldn't you? No, again, yes. Well, I say I'm a stranger in an unfamiliar land, so whatever you'd recommend.
We'll get you the spread. All three of you.
3.
Drax there, Mel.
Oh, sorry, Drax, I didn't see you there.
Yeah, I heard food. I come running.
Yeah. Well, would you like some fish?
Yeah, like anything really. I'm starving.
Got it. We'll get one big thing. We'll call it 3 copper for all of you.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
I'll get this.
Oh, nice. Free food.
And then he just sort of goes and you hear him like muffled saying, "Get the platter!" And then he walks back. He just like stops like handing out drinks to people. So Sergeant Shadowboxing, what are you doing, Maeve?
You don't know when, but at some point Maeve slunk down the stairs and is now sitting at a table by herself, just looking around at everybody in the inn. She's just sort of like people watching.
Is that a window?
Is that a wall?
Yeah, that's a window.
there.
Yeah, that's like a private room. Yeah. I see.
Because I was gonna say.
Make a perception
Yeah,
check,
probably.
Maeve. Make a perception check. See if you can see through this like partially obscured curtain and a window at night.
Nope.
No, that's me.
No.
I don't see shit.
Simon, can you make a perception check? See if you see Maeve looking at you through a window, through a curtain on the inside.
Yeah, try to make them faces like, who's that?
That's persuasion. That's the wrong button.
That is the wrong button. You can't persuade me to
persuade.
You persuade the DM to make you see it.
Deception themselves
Just
up a
plus 12
mountain
to the
before.
12 there. Or I can just roll the perception.
It's what's the plus?
It's plus 3.
Okay, so 15. You don't. You see like a person, but you don't know who it is.
Yeah. I'm too preoccupied.
So while your fruit's being prepared, you see Mel. She like goes into her backpack and pulls out like a map of the city, and just like moves everything out of the way and like plonks it on the desk. And just starts like,
my chips.
oh, sorry. And she like moves your chips and like puts them in a corner to hold the map down.
Okay. I was finished with them. Okay.
Well, no, they're just still right next to you. They're just...
You've touched them. Okay.
It's a bowl. What do you mean?
What do you mean she touched them?
She took every chip individually and moved them one by one.
You know,
She like licked her fingers before she did it.
It's like wiped her nose with her hand and then picked up the whole thing.
Archie, you know she doesn't have like cooties or anything. You know that, right?
We don't know. She's a tiefling.
She's a cop.
You actually just say the words, she's a tiefling.
No.
Okay, I was gonna say, hey, by the way, you know she's a paladin, she's immune to disease.
Oh, that doesn't mean she can't pass it on.
That's true. you know she's not affected. Yeah, she's patient 0.
She doesn't smell like cider, you've got nothing to worry about.
Well,
She has like a nice like cherry and like floral perfume, so it's actually nice. Okay, and she just like pulls out the map and just starts like, it's like complete disregard for like the both of you. She's like, she's one person, but she's taking up like 2 people's space with like how far elbows are moved out. She's like leaning on, like and like just fucking moving around, just like looking at this and like tracing. I'll move you to the city map just if you guys want to.
So, what are we looking at?
It's a map.
Well, I can see
Yeah.
that. What's the map of, Captain?
It's the city.
Captain of
And why did you like take up the whole bar disk for this stuff?
Oh, sorry. And she like folds in the edges.
I don't want to get
Fold in the
tartar
forest
sauce
bits.
on it.
It's not really that I mind. It's just,
Well, you know, it's a pretty big
were
map.
you gonna show us something or just want to look at it? Like,
So, Captain, where are we on the map? If we were to have a big pink sign, or but maybe this. I tell you what, I have this coin that looks amazingly like you, and he pulls out a token of the captain that can be replicated from a roll 20 really easily. If you were to place this token here on where we are, just for visual reference, where would that be?
She's on the map. It's almost like the place you're at is named and marked.
Oh yeah, but I've got a really small screen.
Okay.
I can't see it.
So there's a few places I think one specific place I forgot to mark, which is the theatre, which is this building.
Well, can we put this token of porridge there so we know what that is?
Actually, let me just hold on 1 second.
Just walked around with a tiny little token of porridge.
Well, wait, I have some buttons here. I have buttons from the inside of my shirt, and he kind of reaches into his shirt and pulls out this little see-through plastic bag filled with 3 like spare buttons.
like pogs.
Yeah.
I was going to say as well as in the reason why Archie can't see the map properly is he's not wearing his glasses.
Yeah. Doesn't want to get fish juice in his glasses.
Exactly.
So,
Am I spelling theatre wrong, or is it a different American spelling?
It ends in R-A.
Yeah, okay, I'm spelling it right.
Yeah, theatre.
It's just because it's telling me I was wrong, and I knew I was right.
As she's kind of showing where we are, is Maeve like hard to see, or is she like?
She's not hiding. She's just sitting there, probably shuffling a deck of cards.
Maeve, is it Maeve? Could I borrow you for a moment, please?
Okay, and then she like stands and just like sheepishly walks over.
Oh Lord, is she coming?
We'll also say at this point, Sidon begins to wrap up and starts coming in.
What's that,
After
sorry?
being
I'm
beaten by a
as well?
shadow.
Yeah, your astral self beat you.
Come in,
I'm not
old
losing the
bloody.
astral self. Nah. I might lose the astral self.
Sorry, mate. The reason the captain's brought out a very handy map. I just thought, for the sake of the interest really, if you could show us roughly on the map where you were when you had your encounter with the whatever those creatures were.
Well, I don't know where they had their encounter, but I found the body here, and she points to the Dragon Roost Inn. That place.
Put
That
a
is
Maeve counter there.
highlighted currently.
Really,
I will,
It's
hang
so
on.
confusing so quickly.
Oh, you've done it, okay.
As I rock up and I hear him mention it, I also had an encounter with one of them down in the forest out
Would've been,
of
yeah.
the city.
Side
Yeah.
entrance.
Silent.
Side
like-
entrance.
Side entrance, yeah.
Entrance, yeah.
Well, Where's Slab? He had an encounter as well, didn't he?
He comes downstairs and he's awoken from his nap. Yeah, you probably
You summoned me?
What do you want? Is the stairs like nearby where they're sat, or
Sure, yeah.
Yeah,
There's no stairs on that map, so yeah.
just for context, it's like, you say my name?
Well, yes. I was just wondering. I'm just doing a little bit of a thought exercise here. I'm just wondering if you could show me roughly where you were when you had your first encounter, rather, with those strange creatures.
I didn't actually have an encounter with the creatures.
Oh,
I was
Hello,
at the
Mike.
theatre this morning, and I noticed a mark of
The Crimson Hand.
the Crimson Hand.
is this the mark that was on the chair?
Yes.
Could you
Yes, it was.
draw that for us, please? I don't remember seeing it. I don't think I looked at it.
Question for the DM.
Hello, I am the DM.
Did the guy I spoke to, that was English,
That
right?
what? I'm not sure.
I don't know. Did the gentleman that I had a conversation with tell me where it was that he had his encounter?
You.
I don't
saw
remember
it,
that.
because you
Well, no,
went
I saw
over there.
Oh yeah, where was
So
that?
it wasn't. It was probably about here, like a street
Okay.
away, not too far. You know, like a
Yeah,
3-minute walk from the inn.
Okay.
And another
I
question
forgot I
for the
did
DM.
that.
Do I have?
You can draw it. Yeah.
No, as in, like, do you have a picture of?
Oh
of it?
shit.
I don't want
It's just
to.
a
Hold
red
on.
hand. That's fine. I
It's-
can imagine.
Okay.
But
Can you?
Because
Imagination.
yeah, I never got sent what it looked like, and I don't
Yeah,
want to do
sorry.
something wrong.
It's just okay. Hold
just
on.
like a red hand with his middle finger extended.
And it's just a really big middle finger as well.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready?
Just
I'm gonna-
use the absolute thing from Baldur's Gate. It's fine.
Oh,
It's pretty close to that, to be honest. Hold on. I'm gonna do it. You ready?
Mhm.
So this is a red hand.
Oh, so it's literally the mark of
Well,
Sauron, but red.
it's like no, it's like that, but it's
Caramel.
got a. Imagine this got like an outline with a thing down the middle, like a cut,
like a slash.
like a slash. Yeah,
So it's basically Dark Brotherhood.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. So
No, he's not played. He's not played Elder Scrolls.
yeah, so
I have.
you can't tell me I stole it because I don't know what it is.
Tempting reference. Okay.
You guys
Well,
are-
that-
Yes,
oh,
it looks like this.
Okay. Can I make a history or religion check to see if I recognise what that symbol is of?
High DC for you. You can try.
Okay. Does anyone have guidance?
Nope.
Dog.
I've got.
Oh,
No, I
nope.
don't have guidance. I'm joking.
Nope, I do not.
So what? Which one is it? Is it history?
It's true.
Religion?
Where's the map on it?
Why did the backdrop go
I
green?
don't know.
No, I know about it.
I'm trying to figure
Um,
well, you rolled on, so you don't know anything about it.
Yeah. Okay.
Slab did learn something. I believe Maeve learned something as well.
yeah,
Um,
I was going to say something like, I could tell you a bit about them. As in, they generally like to work in Crown Top, as in they don't really go like out the city as much.
Whoa. Sorry.
Is this the hand themselves? So, what are they? I don't even know what they are.
Yeah, what
The-
do
the-
they
the-
do?
From my understanding, that they're like throughout history, they've just been evil
Let me
seekers.
look. I will give you some information because Slab would have. Okay, let me see what I told you in that session, so I don't give you too much. The Crimson Hand. They usually deal with small-scale crime and minor offences. Some historians believe that they are seekers of history and using the past as a cover for their dark desires. I think that's... No, you rolled a 19 on that one, so... you would know that their members often wear red gloves or have a mark on their body to signify that they are members of that group. They're like a cult, essentially. Or like a
Yeah.
criminal organisation.
Uh-huh.
But that's all I know from them.
So they're like the Penguin gang from Batman, where they keep order, but they're also criminal.
I don't know who they are, Biden.
Batman.
It's a corruption. It's like corruption, like vigilante.
Noble, vigilante noble.
Yeah.
He operates down lower sea.
No, he operates in. Or I can't think of I don't know. He exists.
Where are they?
It's called the
Lives in a cave.
Some call it the Batcave. And has an Aarakocra sidekick called Robin.
So you say they're a cult or criminal organization who operate in the shadows, and you found their symbol on the chair
Yeah,
where Maeve sat yesterday.
yeah. I did think it to be strange that it was in the theatre because why would? Because obviously, why? What would they gain from being there?
Well,
Culture.
Well, I think they need it.
the body that I found had a letter. I told you about the letter, didn't I?
Yes.
No.
I think she mentioned it to Slab because we were discussing about the thing.
And then she like takes the letter out of her like pocket.
I'll put it
And
in.
I was just gonna say I will, but you do it, yeah.
Reading.
I think someone should read it out loud.
Go on then, DM.
No. Hey, I do it.
Maeve should. She's the one who's brought it out. It's
Okay, all right.
I mean, do you want me to read out loud as Mel?
No, it's fine.
Yeah, the accent. In the accent.
No, I'm not doing it.
Rocky.
You are tasked with acquiring a certain item of interest from the possession of a certain individual, whom we shall refer to as Lord C. This item is of utmost importance to our endeavours, and its retrieval will greatly contribute to the prosperity of our cause. The specifics of the item and its location shall be disclosed to you in due time. Now, the chair that I was sitting in, I believe I received this information for this Lord C.
For the location.
Sidon, do you remember when I had a bit of a weird moment?
Well, you'll have to remind.
I was watching the show and
You noticed her looking around.
yeah,
That's perception.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I do. Yeah.
I heard somebody in my head, and then when I turned to see them, they were pretty much gone. I thought nothing of it at the time, but now obviously
It led to the vampire attack.
I can tell you the specifics of the person if you'd like.
all I remember is that you said that they were wearing like ripped clothes, I think.
I did not say that.
Oh.
A masculine
have made it
figure
up.
with a green shirt looking at her. He had short, dark hair and slightly tanned skin.
Oh. There you go.
Did he know who you were? Did he refer to you as Lord C, or?
No.
Well, how strange. The question I have is how did this creatures rather, are they normal in the city? I'm not familiar with them. Obviously, maybe not super familiar because the captain was sent to investigate our encounter with them. But is anything you can tell us about them, Captain? Anything?
Yeah,
that we
what?
might know?
The things they got fucked up by my smite. I don't know.
Yes, but I mean, my bird also.
That's true. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
On it.
I'll be honest. I don't think they're common because when I was entering the city and I was attacked by one, I let some guards know, and they kind of brushed me off about it. They were like, "Whatever." Then they.
Well, I can tell you things like that are not common. I've not seen one myself until recently. Not sure. It seemed to be like undead, but I don't know anything really more about it. It had sharp teeth.
Is there who would be? Well, my concern is that we are. As I said, I'm not from here. I don't know the area very well, and if you're looking for assistance in finding these creatures, I don't know how much help I would be.
I have a question. Does anyone know who the leader was? You know the
No idea.
Fairy
The
band?
leader?
Yeah, well, there was the like weird-looking zombie bitey vampire spawn things, and then there was the one who was like very much human-y.
That's
Oh,
the
you
one
mean
that
the
wanted
one
the
that-
information from me.
Yeah.
As this is going on, Archon's going to start watching May's reaction to that like statement, see if she has any kind of reaction to this information being made available. Like, you know, that there was a leader, and she's just volunteered that he was talking to her about stuff. I think there may not be any physical reaction, but he's looking for one if there is, because he doesn't know. Obviously, she changed shape as well,
Hmm
which is weird and different.
Jim, you sound a bit quiet, by the way.
Is that better? Sorry.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Sorry, I've just repositioned myself. That is actually much more comfortable. So yeah, he would be looking to see if there's any reaction to this information being made public about there being the leader. Obviously, if there isn't, that's fine.
She's completely normal. She knows about as much as everybody else.
Okay. That's an interesting point. Actually, no, I hope you don't mind me asking. Obviously, it's a bit of a personal question, and if it is personal, then please feel free not to answer. Probably the question on everybody's lips. At some point, you seem to turn into a big, scary goat lady or stag
It was
lady.
awesome.
What the hell?
What the hell, bro?
Well, it's just an ability, something I can do. I'm not a
well-
vampire, if that's what you're.
No,
Asking.
no. It's obviously it's a bit of a shock. You see, I stood next to was a very smart, well-dressed young lady, and then all of a sudden, boom! It took me rather aback.
Oh, you think I'm well dressed?
Many thoughts went through his head.
One thing I was going to ask, obviously, it's fascinating to see. Can you do that whenever you want?
Not. Well, kind of. I can do it a few times a day.
Discussing the mechanics of D&D in
Yeah.
is really tough.
In game terms, if this was a video game,
This is a video game. How many times?
I would say maybe 2.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah,
Probably like
okay.
twice a day.
Twice a day. It's physically taxing. Interesting.
But
The
I need,
reason
I need to get a good 8 hours afterwards.
hmm
the reason I ask the question is it's fascinating. I've never seen anything quite like it before, and he is going to minor illusion, like in his hands, is going to mutter something under his breath, pull his quill out, and like etch in the air. And as he does so, this kind of 3-dimensional model of like Maeve when she was first did the pose, like if you can imagine like a GIF, like
She
over
looks
2 seconds of like
very
idle
uncomfortable.
animation. He sees that and gets ready. Apologies, I'm just fascinated by.
It's not something I like to do.
Oh,
yeah, I spoke about it earlier. I said it was badass.
It's helpful, but it's, like you say, taxing.
well, it was more the physical change that the legends throughout the ages of people who could change their form in times of great need. Obviously, we know of the druids turning into animals, and like I was just wondering if there's anything akin to that.
I don't know. I've just always been able to do it.
Can I make an insight check?
Mhm.
Okay. This is not going to go well. I do not have good. No, 6. Okay, yeah.
She looks suspicious. No, I don't.
Yeah, you sense no lie.
Okay. Or can't get a read on it.
Mm.
Okay. Well, wonderful. It's just fascinating. Obviously, if it's I did say Archeron's like, you can see he's a little bit disappointed you don't want to talk about it. And he kind of turns around and you see this brief flash of this creature again in his hands, and he's like, then
He didn't want you to do that.
I know, but I won't discuss.
You
it
gotta
anymore.
respect people's boundaries.
I will. I won't talk about it anymore.
Maybe another time and place when we're not surrounded by strangers.
Well,
Speaking of strangers, I'm standing here and I actually have just had a realization. I don't think I've actually properly introduced myself.
You're stinky, aren't you?
Oh, you know who I am, Slab. You've hung out with me all day. I met
Exactly.
the 2 red guys. I don't think we got each other's names properly.
Who are you directing this to?
Everyone.
Okay.
Pretty much. But my name is Sidon. Wandering Warrior.
Stinky Sidon.
Wandering Warrior, is that a family name or?
That is
So well.
that is a title.
Weird
He
name.
gave you the title.
Self-proclaimed. I'm honest.
So it's Sidon Esquire. Okay. Oh, well.
What's sorry? Simon, what's your past perception?
13.
You see the barkeep trying to hold back a laugh when you say the name.
And you say my name's weird. You're going around making up weird names by yourself.
I'm making up a title. Your actual birth name is Concrete Slab.
But that's
That's
I'm
his
sure has a
name.
rich heritage in the goblin community. I'm sure.
Slab, why don't you explain to them why your name is Concrete Slab?
I tried to eat concrete as I begin with. That was it. That's how my parents were named. That's how I was named. It's like Archie said.
Archeron.
You see, I'm the reason why I'm still saying Archie because
That's how
Matt
Jackie's talking about.
Yeah, I know.
Matt as a person can't remember Archeron properly.
Well, I used to eat sand. I tried to eat sand one time. When I was younger.
We'll call you Sandy Mel.
Please don't.
Sandy Sheets.
Jeez, yeah. I'm Archeron Ipsissimus. You could call me Archeron or Axe, I suppose. He looks
Why
around
eggs? You don't use a weapon.
No, I know. But I ask a lot of questions.
And
I like that.
The barkeep is white person smiling at you.
He
I go
looks
to
around
ro-
to see how Axe has gone down, and presumably not well, visibly crestfallen.
You also see Slab looking around for a piece of paper. He's like, I must write that down.
what about your brother, friend? I don't want to be offensive. Are you related?
You mean me, I presume?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because we're Orlings doesn't mean we're related. Not all Orlings are related, though we are related.
But
Like
you got it right
Archie
this time.
or-
Did you
I
just
mean,
assume my familiar relationship?
You assumed correctly.
Yes,
Don't do it again.
We're cousins.
Ah.
Yes.
Yeah. And I'm Drax, by the way. Drax Wintersting.
Ah,
Could you say that last name again?
winter sting, you know, like
Oh, a winter sting.
winter
Okay.
and stinger.
Winter and like a scorpion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I think I misheard the first time.
What do you
And
think he
I
said?
thought you said
winter stinker.
No.
Hello, I'm
No.
Jack Winter Stinker.
I don't smell like you. Come on.
I don't smell. I had a bath today.
It's funny because no one else knows that Sidon smelled apart from that his fact his clothes smell apart from Slab. That's really funny.
No, we
Everyone's
just
just going
in
with
the
it.
theatre, didn't we?
Yeah, but he had a bath beforehand, but you just know his clothes smell.
Oh, yeah.
It's my clothes.
Yeah, and
Well-
it makes it even better that the Slav's playing each other. Hey, you stinky Sidon.
Well, I appreciate all of the nicknames you're coming up with. If it's all the same to you, Maeve, we'll be fine.
Will be fine. Is that a family name?
Doesn't sound like
She
right.
doesn't laugh. She just does that.
Genuine
She just
joke.
goes,
Just that would have been a genuine question, by the way. Not from James. James is an asshole. Archon is a delight.
She like
agree.
looks around the bar at all the strangers to make sure nobody's listening, and then she says, "Nightshade." Like she doesn't want random people to hear her last name. You don't know why.
Archeron and Drac, can you make history checks?
I should be able to. I'm rolling all my good rolls for last week. All my rolls this week. 13.
13. Drac, you don't have advantage on this, by the way.
Yeah, I presume so.
12. Doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah,
I don't
we
need that
just
right
dumb
now.
as
As you're talking, you see Mel is like going. She's like not listening to you guys. Like as soon as Axe started making jokes, she just stopped listening.
He's totally serious.
Well,
Mel, I was
she
wondering
assumed.
if I could have a word.
Yeah.
In private.
Of course. She
Just, like-
looks around.
Take her outside or something.
Oh.
I'm not on the map,
Sorry.
so I can't.
Finally, we have our table back. I can eat my fish and chips.
The map's still there.
Yeah, I'm on the
God.
big map.
No,
There we go.
sorry. I mean, the map on the table is still there.
Oh, right, okay.
So I can't eat my chips.
I mean, you can still eat the chips.
Move,
Or you can just move,
This
like,
is my villain origin story.
I like take the map and like fold it together and put it in my bag
No, I can make a
still
paper
have
hat
fucking
out of
bag.
for
it.
the time being.
still a fucking map.
Can I
No,
make an attempt to memorize it?
You don't have. If you had keen mind, I'd allow it, but you
No, I mean like just like make history check, see if I can memorize the map.
just make an investigation check.
Yeah. Come on, roll good. I'm gonna roll a 15. Fuck me, roll.
You like get some of the names. You're not gonna know like
Just
perfectly.
take your iPhone out and take a picture of it.
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll look at it and make a minor image in my
Uh-huh.
hand, and then I will overlay the minor image onto my book, and then I will sketch.
You
quickly.
trace it.
Yeah. trace it.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can do
Which we know now canonically James can do.
that.
Jack, don't put it away when you're done. I can make paper hat out of it.
I don't think Mel would like that since it's her map. Maybe ask her before you do that.
No fun in that.
So yeah, I put it away in my bag for safekeeping.
Drac is the dad.
Yeah. So furiously sketching away in the corner for a few minutes.
Mel in a way follows you outside.
You can. I don't know what her passive perception is.
Not high.
Okay, she wouldn't notice it, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Maeve's very uncomfortable. Talking to her.
I'll tell you right now, her passive perception and her passive insight are 9.
Okay,
So-
cool. She doesn't know. She probably thinks
Yeah.
this is fine.
She's just like
But yeah.
smiling.
Yeah. I just wondered if you recognized the name Arelis? Possibly a half elf?
Why?
Can I insight to see if she recognizes the name?
Make an insight check.
I got +0. Okay, this is gonna go. Oh yeah, that's
You
shit.
see that she is like racking her brain like you see like her eyes are squinted and she's like thinking. She's like looking in your direction, but she's not looking at you. She's trying to like rack her memory.
You heard the conversation earlier about the theatre and the mark on the chair and the mysterious man.
Yes.
The information that he gave me was about a half-elf, I think, named Arelis. It was just a few words, but it was Arelis, half-elf, disguise, claws.
Yeah. Told Lord. Let me think. And she begins to like, like think, huh? Hold on, I do have something down for this. I might not. Oh, it might be inside. No, it's cold. Just hold on, I might have something. And she like starts like wander back in. And just takes no notice of her map being gone, and like goes like into her backpack and starts like looking through stuff.
Can we check this woman for a concussion?
Make a medicine check.
I think she's just stupid. To be fair.
Aww.
No. She's fun stupid.
Yeah.
That's exactly the stupid part though.
She's like, it's like, does Maeve, do you stay outside while she's like, okay. So the rest of you hear Maeve going, now, where is it?
Mel, you're looking for your map.
Right.
I mean, she did say, wait here.
That's fine, yeah.
It's not on my head.
No, what? Sorry?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. She's just like in the middle of her like stuttering. She just walks back out. I have a. She's like actually slightly embarrassed once. You see, I have a bad at remembering things, so I usually carry like a notebook, a journal around. But I think I forgot it. It might be back in my house. I can go and get it if you'd like.
She like very I can't say the word
Begrudgingly?
There we go. Like looks around, realizes it's very dark, and she's like, "You probably shouldn't go by yourself, considering the amount of attacks. Would you like me to come with you?"
I mean, if you want to, I mean, you know, I can defend myself.
Yes, I'm aware. I mean,
safety
in numbers.
Yeah, of course. Just give me 2 minutes.
Mhm.
And you see, she goes back, grabs her backpack, and you see, just like she like grabs it and move like over to here, and the rest of you just see like she's just okay. This is sound really weird. She's wearing clothes underneath. She takes the cardigan off and starts like putting on her armor, just like in the middle of the room, not caring.
What's crackerjacking?
Jack's doing what?
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
What did you call me?
Jack's doing what?
No. What's going on? What's
Oh,
the situation? Like you just came in, rushed in,
Maeve wanted something, and I might have the answer, but I forgot it at my place, so we're just gonna go and get it.
So you're looking for
You need to put your armor on to go home?
Listen, I don't want it. It's more official than anything. And you know, just in case.
Are you not off the clock?
No, like never.
Sidon, goddamn, just let her put her armor on if you want. It's not
It's
that
like
big of a
talking,
deal.
it's like currently putting on like.
You're not going home and you just put it on a big heavy bit of armor.
It's fine.
Yeah, whatever floats your boats, come on.
We're back in a minute. It's not that far, so.
I'm gonna send porridge after them and see what's going on, because this is weird.
I think there's a range on thingy though. On like the look through the
Well,
eyes.
it's when you set it off, it's like 100 feet, and then it's
I can't
like,
remember.
effectively
It's such a long spell to read. I just never remember it. I believe it's 500. While you're familiar with them with 100 feet, you communicate telepathically. As an action, you see through its eyes. So 100 feet, it's actually not good.
yeah. So it's 100 feet for the entirety of the spell, or just 100 feet to get it going.
While your familiar is in 100 feet of you, you can communicate with it telepathically. Additionally, as an action, you can see through its eyes and hear what it is. So, like, you can send it like to follow them just down the road a little bit, and then you like lose connection. You can still send him, but you just wouldn't be able to communicate until he got back.
I mean, we could just follow them.
It's cold outside though.
It was cold outside.
And why do we need to stalk them to their home?
I just was curious.
Seems weird, yeah. Exactly. So,
If I remember,
taking it back with her.
Yeah, she took a backpack with her. The only thing you have of hers, I guess, is the map.
Oh yeah, right. Fuck. Forgot about that.
She's gonna get lost.
Drax, you stole the map.
No, just
She's gonna get lost. It's all your fault. But yeah, while they're walking, it's not gonna take very long. But are the four of you doing anything?
Slab, do you want to go back to the Rusty Goblet and have a few cheap bevies and then look for a fight club?
You think I'm a fighter?
No, I want you to bet on me fighting.
Nah, I bet on the opposite.
You guys do that. I'm not going there. It sounds horrible.
Oh, the Rusty Goblet's great. It's got character. Plenty of character.
Hey, Archon,
To me, it sounds disgusting.
I am not going this place.
Can you just let me history check?
This is the place where the stinky man had sex with
no, just Archon for the minute.
The stinky man had sex with a very promiscuous dwarf lady, so like Archon, this is not on Archon's top 10 places to visit. 23.
Oh, no,
23? From the University of Malachite, you've heard of the Rusty Goblet. It's shit. It's a shit.
Shit. Yeah, it's the dive pub, and I'm game.
Yeah, even you've heard of like some of your friends who are like slightly older, like went out before, like came to Crown Top beforehand, and they were talking about, oh yeah, the Rusty Goblet. It's this sick place. You know they were lying. You know they got shit faced.
Yeah, unsurprisingly, Archon is not down to clown at that place.
That's where you end the Crown Top pub crawl.
Literally.
Yeah. Archon doesn't drink a lot, anyways.
What do you say, Slab?
I think
Cheap bevies down the Rusty.
Oh no.
From what I gathered here, though, this place isn't that more expensive.
No, it's like significantly better.
Significantly better, but
the Rusty Goblet is like the middle of the lower city. This is like middle. This is gonna be really cute. It's like middle city, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like it's nice.
Yeah, but it was like how much? Obviously, I wasn't there for it, but like how much for like the platter of food?
It was 3 copper, which is like a decent amount for food.
That's what I mean. Is in like
price of the room at the Rusty Goblet.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, but you also got to remember like a copper was like for shit food as well.
Yeah, 3. It's triple.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's not that much more expensive.
Hey, I don't want to make you keep spending loads of money for food. I can make it more expensive if you'd like.
No, but what I'm trying to get as a slab is like, it's like you saying cheap drinks when this is like, yeah, you pay that tiny bit more for convenience of already being here. You just want to go and fight.
Not necessarily fight, but well, kind of.
Make a deception check. He's lying.
And I know I may look quite dim, but we were just at an active crime scene. Like, maybe it's not good, provoking the local enforcement.
That's why you go underground.
Well, I won't slab on this one.
Why would I need a shovel to go digging? I don't want to go underground.
Not literal. Not literal.
Oh, you monks are weird.
Nothing would go over my head. I am too fast. I would catch it. It's like half of this cast.
Yeah.
You monks are weird.
James actually compared us to the Guardians of the Galaxy, and it fits so well. It works so well.
I'll be honest, monks aren't weird.
You're literally the only monk I've met, so therefore, 100% track record of monks being weird.
Fair point. I'm going down to the Rusty.
Oh my god.
Anyone want to join me? Come along.
No,
Nobody
thanks.
wants to join you.
Okay, you can just leave for the session if you'd like. If you want to go, you can.
No. Actually, I do make my way towards the Rusty, but I do want to make a stop and see if Dahlia's.
Bless you. Bless you. Bless you.
Bless you.
You'll see
Sorry,
some
I-
gunshot.
I want to see if Dahlia's made it home all right, or if she's got in yet, or
She's with another
like that.
monk.
So you knock on the door, and like as you're approaching, you see that the curtain's still open, and there is no light coming from the inside. And if you knock on the door, there is no answer.
Ghosting you.
Yeah. It's her house.
She's ghosting you hard.
Fantasy ghosting.
I take a walk around the city and see if I can spot anyone who might have been a civilian at that event, and see if they know like where the crowds of people ended up getting pushed to, or.
Okay, can you make me a persuasion check? So I actually meant perception. I don't know why I said persuasion.
Hi, I'm
okay.
Sidon, and I know that there's been
Hi,
active vampire
I'm
attacks.
Sidon, the Wandering Warrior. How? Do you know where this woman went?
No, I'm saying, hi, I'm Sidon. I know that there's been active vampire attacks in this city, but I am out at night on my own, looking for my fucking girlfriend.
That I met yesterday.
You find someone
Yeah.
who might have been a person there.
I'd like to point out that I rolled twice, and I rolled 3 12s in a row.
You find someone who might have been a person there. You know, there's a lot of people.
Hey,
Yes.
curious. Were you at the show when all the shit kicked off?
Yes.
Did you
It's like this
Happen to
older
know-
gnome guy.
did you happen to know where like the majority of the crowds ended up? Like they got ushered out. They ushered themselves out in a hurry, and I'm trying to find someone. She's not at her house. A little bit worried.
I
So
don't
I'm
know.
Okay.
He's like looking at you. We all went outside and scattered.
Are you alright?
Yeah,
Is he
I'm
alright?
Yeah.
It's Rusty.
Rusty!
Very weird.
No, Rossi's the different list.
Right.
It's like this old
Spot.
gnome guy who's probably like 2 feet tall.
When everyone left, did the crowds just sort of dissipate immediately, or did people stick around? Like,
I didn't stick around.
okay. Well, you're a lot of help.
That's what my grandkids say, and then he wanders off.
What did you expect? Is a random dude.
He's a very senile dude. I just wanted to know what the majority of the crowd were.
You get the sense that he has no fucking clue.
Yeah, he's done.
You get the sense that the DM hasn't decided yet.
Yeah.
Don't tell him.
I'll
Gonna drink away your problems?
No, I'm just gonna go down to the Rusty Goblet and check there.
Okay.
She hangs out in the Rusty. I met her in the Rusty Goblet. I hope she's gone there for a drink.
You don't see her.
I've been attacked. Let's go get shit faced.
Yeah, you don't see her.
Bartender at
Guarantee
the,
next time we see her, she's a fucking vampire spawn.
That's what I'm actually genuinely worried about. Like,
She's like a tiny little goblin spawn, like,
She's a dwarf.
yeah, but if she's a spawn, she's gonna look more goblin than dwarf.
That's racist.
Is that racist?
I don't know.
I go up to the dwarf bartender and I get one of his dwarf ales.
Here you go.
Thank you. And I drink.
Make a concept.
You take 72 piercing damage.
So you're 17? Yeah, you're good. Just about.
Mix it.
Probably uses a paralyzing poison if they rolled a 1.
How much was his shitty
A copper?
copper, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. Can't imagine I said more than that.
Yeah. So I took him a copper and I just.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And I.
Oh,
Yeah, the rooster
God.
goblet is a
Never want to go
dive.
That's what I've been trying to say.
Hey.
Yeah.
Also, have you got your stuff yet?
Yeah, I picked it up
Yeah,
and
you
moved it
did.
into the room. Yeah, that was the first thing I did.
Okay, I was going to say something like, maybe it'd be wiser to go back into the room to try and grab your stuff before coming back.
I checked all that shit out.
If you do go back to him, you see the door's been broken into. For the 5th time or whatever I said.
I just walk around for a bit.
Okay.
Maybe have a look at some of the nightlife. Check out, see if they've got any like nighttime food vendors and shit.
Yeah, you find like a kebab shop.
Not kind of like a kebab shop, but I was thinking more like cool street food stuff, like fancy street food stuff.
You can't afford fantasy street food stuff.
Also,
What sort of thing- what sort of things-
definition of street food.
What sort of things are you looking for?
I don't know, like chicken skewers.
So you're looking for a kebab?
Hang on, we need a spin-off.
Okay.
We need a spin-off called Sidon the Wandering Warrior's Adventures. And it's just him looking for kebabs.
Guidance food blog. Oh dear me.
Maybe
some
some
chicken
like
skewers
grilled
today.
fish. Maybe some
Yeah,
some
you
like
can find some food.
sweets. I don't know,
Sure.
like snowballs and shit.
You find some,
don't
you find some bonbons.
I mean, you know canonically that Archeron has some like revel.
He's got like Werthers.
Yeah, revel.
Sidon's gonna fucking roll back in like a sumo wrestler.
He's got a
Gonna
very
eat everything in Crown Top and just roll back into the tavern like, sup guys?
He's got a very
Way of
fast-
the bloated fist.
Oh, make it homebrew.
You can't
so yeah,
enlarge yourself.
so yeah, just walk around
Okay.
and chill for a bit. See
Okay,
what
so
happens.
while that's happening, equally as interesting and right for the story, Mel and Maeve are walking to Mel's place. So you see that surprisingly, you know Mel at this point. She doesn't know what the fuck she's doing half the time.
Mhm.
But surprisingly, navigating this area of the city, she's pretty good at it, and she like takes all the back roads to get there very quickly.
I am surprised, but we shouldn't be because she lives there.
Yeah. Yeah, you're surprised it's because of her, but you shouldn't be surprised for like a normal person. Find it. Yeah. Okay. So you've walked through, and I'll change the map to Mel's. So this small. I have it on my notes somewhere. Hold on.
God, Asher, did you prepare it all?
Shut the fuck up.
Is this part of your 3,000?
Yeah, every time I stutter, it's part of the words, which is why there's so many every time. No, I'm just trying to find the description. Oh, it's in my. That's good. It's in session 1 now. So you see. So as you're walking, it's about 7-ish minutes away from where you were, and you can see up above with lights. You can sort of see the Drake God Garrison. You see Mel pointed out. She's like, "Oh, that's where I work. That's the base of the Dragon Knights." And then she sort of like starts leading you down, and it's like I say an alleyway, but it's like a small street. With sort of houses on both sides, pretty crammed close together. And so she like grabs a key and unlocks the door, and you see sort of a small, a relatively small living space.
Before
the right-
we go in,
yeah.
can I just check nobody's following us?
Make a perception check.
That's persuasion.
Well, I was not 20. No one is following you. You do not see
Okay,
anyone.
good.
She unlocks the door, and so you see. As she unlocks it, in front of you, you see sort of a door open. It looks to be a sauna. In one
Very
place,
nice.
and then she sort of opens the main sort of door to the. There's like 2 rooms or 3 rooms. There's a sauna, the entranceway, and sort of a big room. There's a bed, there's a kitchen, there's like some chairs around a table. And she says, "Oh, man, yeah, it's not that much. It's just me though." So, and then she starts like, "Yeah,
It's nice.
anyway, it's enough." And she starts sort of like looking around. It's like a small notebook. Sort of, got the ring, thing to hold it together. If you can help, that'd be great.
To make investigation.
You don't even have to. What's your passive perception?
My passive is 12.
Passive 12? Okay. Yeah, so she's sort of like looking around, and in like 3 seconds, you see it's like on this cabinet. Huh? What?
Just gesture to it with my head.
Oh, thanks. And she's like, like waddles over it and grabs it. Okay. And she sort of like stands close to you, so you can look as she's like looking at it. She opens it, and sort of like scroll. You see, I say scrolls. She like flips the pages, and you see there's like an index at the front. It's like royals, nobles/officials, colleagues, shop owners, friends. And she's
a list for friends.
Yeah,
she's so cute.
It's like okay. And she sort of like starts flipping the pages. They get to like the nobles officials page. What's the name again?
Arelis.
Arelis. Anything else?
Half elf, Lord C.
Lord C. Okay. I might be able to get Lord C. She like starts like use your finger to trace down the pages. No. No. There's the C. And you see, sort of, she's looking down, and for Lord C, there are 3 names.
Okay.
And I'll put them in the chat in talkie time. Actually, let me just do this quickly. Yeah, so like there's 3 names and descriptions, or like not descriptions, but like snippets of like what they do. Here you go.
Ah, Arelis.
There. Was that what you're looking for?
Well, yes. I mean, Lord C and Arelis, and that's Lord Cassian Arelis. So surely...
Sounds about right.
Do you know him?
And she like he's like racking her brain again. I do have something written down for this. Yeah, there you go. Well, what's that? No? Fine. I wasn't. Yeah, she's like starts like racking her brain, and like it's like looking at the name, trying to remember. When was it? About I think 15 years ago. I wasn't there personally, but because of 15 years ago. But apparently he vanished for like a week. No one can find him, and like he missed talks and stuff. Then sort of a week later, he just like popped up as normal. So sometimes, higher ups usually check on him. Sometimes, they talk to him with like, a spell, or sometimes they just go to his house. I don't know. I've not done it myself, so I don't know where that is.
You don't know where his house is?
No, but I'm sure some people at the garrison would.
Do you think we could ask?
Right
this
now?
This is the only lead we have. I mean, we could wait until the morning.
It's up to you. I mean, probably.
Maybe we should ask the others?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can ask the others. And she like closes the notebook and puts it in. Puts it in a backpack and says, "Okay, gotta remember that next time."
Maeve just sort of like smirks a little bit, very out of like character for her, and she just like shakes her head a little bit. She's like, "You remind me of somebody."
Do I?
An old friend.
Fucking Big Bird. Muppet.
It's nice. Anyway, let's get back to them.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. and the two of you begin to walk back. And I'll say, how long do you imagine Sidon is out for?
He's probably like just chilling. He's probably got like.
Actually, for the sake of ease, we'll say this. Mel and Maeve are walking back, and on their way, they go past Sidon.
She doesn't say anything. She just grabs him by the collar and
You
like
see
drags him along.
You see Sidon holding
He's,
like
like,
4
eating-
kebabs.
Yeah. He's got, like, you know, one of those like. It's not
One
really.
fish, one chicken, one pork, one beef.
Yeah. Fancy cardboard like. Fucking takoyaki or some bullshit. It's like,
I will say she grabs his collar and like drags him along, and as he's like eating, but the hand that she grabs him with is like the one that she has a glove on. It's like just like a long like leather glove that like goes up her arm and like underneath her sleeve, and so she just grabs him with that and starts striking him back.
Thanks, like,
you want a skewer? Chicken.
Rather die,
Good shit.
honestly. No, I'm really fine.
This
Thank you.
food is amazing. What about a sweet thing? I've got like a packet of bonbons.
Man's insane.
Can we just get back, please? We have information.
yeah.
We need. Okay.
Mel, as you say that, as like Sidon's talking, it takes her like 5 seconds to recognize who he is. Oh, okay.
Did you
And
not
see she-
recognize from the smell?
No?
You wound me, Maeve. You wound me.
And then you see like she's like, oh, where was it? And goes to like check her pockets, and Maeve presumes she's looking for that notebook that she just put in her backpack.
It's in your bag.
Oh yeah, okay. She like takes out her backpack and flips to like the friends page and starts writing people's names down while they're walking, while everyone's walking. And then we'll say in the next like 2 minutes, they will return.
I just go back in, let go of him, like let go of his collar, and then you see as she like doesn't touch her hand where she was touching him, but like rolls up her sleeve and like takes the glove off from the top bit that hasn't made contact, and she just like peels the glove off and then like finds the nearest bin and like drops it in there.
My clothes ain't that bad.
Sidon, have you smelled yourself?
I have had a
Please
very
don't
nice
smell
bath
yourself.
today.
Yes, you had a bath. You did not wash your clothes.
Yeah, well, you know.
You smell like a sewer rat.
It's,
Hey. That's an offence. That's an offence to sewer rats.
Yes, my apologies to the sewer rats.
That's mean.
Archeron, did you say you could do the thing where you clean somebody's clothes? I will pay you if you clean this man.
Archeron sees you back, very guiltily slams his book closed that he was sketching into, and yes, I can clean his clothes. However, I've got to say, it will only affect the smell. He really would. I would very much recommend you buy some more or get some more somewhere else if you could at all.
There is sentimental value in this key.
Sidon,
but we've
you
had this
do
conversation
realise
before.
you could keep the gi, you could keep it in a safe place, and I will personally buy you more clothes if that's what you need.
Also, if they are sentimentally valuable, why not take better care of them? I've had this conversation with the captain today. It's not difficult. It's honestly.
Wait, do I smell?
No.
Well, a little
No.
bit, but not bad. And
okay.
it was more
She goes back to writing notes.
it's more the shoes conversation we had. Is she even listening anymore?
No.
Okay. Okay. So,
You can tell it's not out of rudeness, she just doesn't hear things unless like she's directly spoken to.
what she having not seen the book, I can presumably just see she's writing our names, right?
She's just writing in a notebook. Probably can't, from where you're sitting, probably can't tell what she's writing, but she's writing in like a small notebook.
So, Captain, what is it we are we to stay here indefinitely? How long will this investigation take?
Well, we just looked at the notebook.
What?
There is a
Oh,
gentleman there's a gentleman in the city. You remember we were looking for a Lord C?
yes.
Well, when we were in the theatre, and she like looks around. Is anybody else listening? Like sat around?
I mean, the barkeep's nearby.
Is he actively listening?
He's like, okay, he's like here, like cleaning glasses, so he's probably not fully listening, but he probably hear
Okay,
you.
Maeve's gonna get a lot closer to Archeron. I don't know how he feels about that, but she's gonna like whisper in like a hushed tone. She's gonna say, there was a voice in the theatre who gave me information and gave me the name Arelis. Lord Cassian, his surname is Arelis. I'm putting two and two together here, but I believe he could have something to do with the situation.
Yes, but my concern is if the person, one of the creatures in the theatre who has given you this information, if they are the ones giving it to you, it may well be.
It wasn't one of the creatures that attacked us. It was somebody else, and I believe the person whose seat I was in was supposed to get this information. Do you remember the letter?
Vaguely, yes.
So maybe if we go to this Lord C, we can figure out what's going on.
Okay. Sure.
It's up to you. That's why I came back to talk to you all.
Nah,
Sounds
it's
like
because
a
you
plan.
missed us.
Sounds like a plug.
So do we
Oh,
also hear
Sidon!
this?
Do not speak with your mouth full. Do you have no manners?
I have been in the wilderness for 6 years.
I don't care.
But May. Ask that question again, but think about the answer yourself.
Oh God! It doesn't cost anything to have a little bit of grace and decorum.
No.
She's like actively disgusted. You know when someone like, you know when they get like shivered on their spine.
Yeah.
She like cannot help herself. She's like so uncomfortable.
Well,
I
of
like
course,
those gloves.
I will. It seems a worthwhile endeavour to follow up on it. My concern would be that we are, as I say, strolling into some kind of trap or ambush. But if you're sure, perhaps it would be best to do it in the light of day. Perhaps
That's what I'm thinking. I'm not 100%. I don't want to be held responsible for this. I'm by no
Too
means. I'm by no means a leader of any kind. I don't want to be the one pushing us. I'm just saying this is where the clues, if you will, are pointing.
May I see the notebook, or is it the one that the captain is currently filling in Crown?
Mel,
Huh?
can you show Archer on your notes?
What do you want to see?
The name.
Just look up. I'm going to take the information and transcribe it into my book. So if you could,
She's like flips the pages
if you
and
could put the
goes.
info into.
It's in-
It's in Talkie Times.
I don't have that. No problem with that.
Cassian Arelis serves as an ambassador for the people of Crown. Tries to make sure taxation is fair and people are taken care of. Sounds like a good guy. That was me out of character, by the way.
No, it's not.
Yeah, she like flips the pages and like shows you the page with the names.
Did you clean Sidon's clothes, by the way, or were we just talking about it?
I don't want to. I don't want my spells.
What's an invitation? It doesn't cost a spell slot.
That's not cleaning the clothes.
Yeah, but he has to do the gestures to do it. He just doesn't want
he
to.
will begrudgingly, but Sidon, you must understand that this is not a fix. This is a
I know it's
suture.
not a
This is a
fix.
bandage.
It like removes the top layer of dirt.
Yes, I don't want to remove all the dirt, lest these very sentimentally valuable clothes. And he kind of looks you up and down in what I imagine are just the fucking crustiest clothes you've ever
It's-
seen.
3 weeks.
Why don't
Yeah,
you
3
just
weeks in
fucking
like 3
come
weeks in
on?
normal clothes is bad, but 3 weeks like outside
Yeah,
in the
the
wilderness in
rain,
normal
sleeping
clothes.
in them, presumably.
Yeah.
When did you last wash your clothes? I know you've been traveling for 3 weeks, but when did you last
actually take it off and wash it?
For at least one day.
Well,
Did you wash
no.
it before you set out?
Yes, yeah.
Inside
Years
check.
ago. Hey guys, you have hero point.
and
Oh shit.
you, how long was this last travel? I know you said that you've been out there.
Everyone roll insight right now. Every single one of you except Sidon.
Side, you should roll insight on your clothes. They're alive
I'm
now.
rolling terrible.
Can
My
you roll for
clothes
okay,
are
you did?
alive.
Can you roll for the barkeep?
Hey, you didn't want him to be listening. Slab. I mean, it's debatable. He could. He might have washed it in like a river.
I was thinking a river or waterfall.
Yeah.
When was
Like
the last time you
fresh.
washed it with soap?
I mean, I'll be honest, it's very hard to get soap when you're
What
walking
is
in the
this soap
wilderness.
you speak of?
Sidon, before you set off.
Yeah.
Before you set off, when was the last time you washed your clothes with soap?
When was the last time
And
you
I
were in...
do not remember.
I mean,
When was
it's
the last
your
time you
character.
was-
I don't take track of when you wash your clothes.
Yeah, exactly. I don't
You
either.
choose. You can say you can pick any amount of time.
Sidon,
been
since
a
you
while.
got your gi, since the day you got it, have you ever washed
Yeah,
it
yeah.
with
Oh.
soap?
Yeah, I used
Not in
to,
a river.
No. I used to live in a place, and of course, then I was washing it.
I lived in a place before.
When did you leave that place?
That was about 6 years.
12 years ago.
Oh my!
I would argue then perhaps that these clothes are not sentimentally valuable. You just own no other clothes. I will get you a pair of pajamas for today. We will send these off to be washed and repaired, ready for tomorrow. Would that
Not
suit?
prepared.
What do you mean not
Washed,
prepared? They're
yes.
they're disgusting.
Okay, look. They're very, with how they are and how loose they are, they're very easy to move in. And if they were repaired and like washed is fine.
He doesn't
but if they
put them
were
in the washing machine
repaired-
because they shrink.
if you repair them, that it can get a bit like stiff around the arms, and if they do it wrong, it's fitted to me specifically and my proportions. If that goes wrong,
okay, I'm not going to
I will
disagree
not
with you because I don't know
will
the
not be able to
cultures.
move.
However, they look about 3 sizes too large. Look, this suit, and he kind of like T-poses and turns around. Very form-fitting, but tailored. So I have full range of motion, and he like does like a lunge to like show it off.
Can you make a concept? Oh no, can you make an acrobatics check?
Acrobatics check to not rip my pants.
Yes.
Not one. Fucking
Where is it?
Don't roll a 1.
Oh, come on. 17.
Yay!
And also that one.
Hey, you did have hero points. Yeah, they don't rip. It's a deep lunge.
It's a good lunge. Deep lunge. My testicles are grazing the floor.
That's not what I'd say.
That's impressive.
You didn't need to. I love how James's first question was, "Is this going to be a horny campaign?" And he just said the phrase, "My testicles are grazing the floor."
I mean, he's the one who drew like soccer prawns.
Yeah.
It's art.
It's
That's what they all say.
Yeah, particularly in every single picture. It's art.
Art is
God damn it.
subjective.
Why do I have this image now of like all the drawings that you're doing being ones that Archie's doing? So he's just got a notebook filled with
Oh
smut.
no! It's a witty sea elf woman who has no idea who she is.
Yeah, my last note is I
Private
copied the map, so it's like I've somehow drawn a horny map.
Roll a d20. Let's figure out how horny this map is.
No.
I mean,
No.
0 points in that 20.
No.
Drip.
You know what? Yeah, if you want to.
No. Anyway, so I show off the full range of motion in a well-tailored
That's what we
suit.
want. Jesus.
It's very impressive, but I like to be loose and fitted. I like to be this loose and just free to move.
Okay, well, okay.
Feels like I'm not wearing anything at all.
No.
Oh.
no.
Like I'm wearing nothing at all.
Oh.
Stupid sexy Flanders.
Don't say that.
I'm not going to say stupid, sexy Sidon.
How about this? How about if we were to
Stupid Sidon.
find some more ghee that were approximately the same size? You could then cycle them so they didn't get so
I mean,
fucking disgusting.
I mean,
Archon,
that could do. I guess.
Archon, I think I know why.
Why?
His gee's basically his skin now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it would be like a significant percentage would be skin. That is.
Oh god.
It's like he's molded to it.
Listen, if this
Molded by it.
conversation is over, if we've decided what we're doing, please allow me to leave because I feel as though I'm going to throw up.
Yes. So the plan is then tomorrow to go and speak to Lord Cassin Arelis.
Mhm.
Where is he located? In the...
Well, we don't know, but Mel is part of the Dragon Knights.
Nice, yes.
Um,
Think of the Pokemon.
so
Thanks, man.
I believe, and she like looks at Mel. We're going to ask some of her acquaintances.
Yeah.
Are they all of the same high caliber we've come to know and expect?
What do you, I mean, the first people who would know were the people who were like ranked higher than me, so
I'll be honest. The Dragonites are badass. I saw them in action.
you did?
Well, I've seen
Yeah.
all of them in action. Yeah, I'm not questioning Mel's physical ability. It's the I'd be tactful. Will they? Are you sure they will know where to find him, Mel?
Yeah.
Very well. Okay.
Yeah, they will.
I'm going
I
to
know
bed.
that before
I
I
don't come up with
no, I know they're gonna know. I just don't remember personally, or no
She, like,
personally.
As she like walks past everybody, she gives like a friendly nod to Archeron. She gives Sidon bombastic side eye. She like
You give
looks
her a wink
towards.
back.
No. She looks towards Drac and Slab, and she just gives them both like a friendly nod, just like a. And then she looks
White
towards
person
Mel. And
smile.
yeah, white person smile, and then she looks towards Mel and she goes, "Thank you for helping."
Fine. That's that's what I do. That's why I'm here.
She again very uncomfortable.
Have a good night.
You too. And then she just like scurries off.
Captain.
She's just like muttering to herself as she leaves, like, "Stupid Maeve, what are you doing?"
Stupid sexy Flinders.
Captain, are you going to be taking up residence here, or will you?
No, I'm gonna go back to my home.
Okay. Is that
Maeve
safe
knows
place?
where it is, so
Well, presumably you'll be here tomorrow.
yeah, I'll come back.
Bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. To
Well, my tail's not bushy, but
well,
I'm a tail. I have a tail. I just don't have a bushy tail.
yes, I know.
Fine. Bright-eyed, scaly tail.
Yeah, bright-eyed, slick-tailed.
That sounds so much worse.
Yes, I know. I wasn't aiming for that at all. Early in the morning to send us on our way. Where shall we meet you here? At
Yeah. I'll
what
come
time would
meet
be
you guys.
good?
You know, well, I'll probably
That's why
be here about 9:30ish.
Yeah, so you're not gonna like bang on our doors and wake
No.
us up.
No, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna do that. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought.
Yes, it's.
Crazy?
I have to apologise slightly for my initial, perhaps your first impression of me yesterday. I don't deal well with a great deal of rapid change, so apologies, and I do look forward to speaking to you tomorrow.
She's like looking at you as you're saying like apologizing. It's like, yeah, I'll speak to you tomorrow.
Well, good night, Sidon. Please consider a spare pair of clothes. I will be back in a moment. And he scurries off, and then about a minute and a half later comes back with what would be like huge pajamas on him, like just like absolutely drowning him in pajamas, and then like hands them to you, and it's like for you probably very skin tight, but he would hand them to you. Yes, just try them. You don't have to fight in them. Presumably, I don't know if you do much sleep fighting, but just as a stopgap. I don't want them back. And good night.
Anything you've touched, I don't want it.
Drax, good night. And he toddles off. Following Maeve, but only because he sleeps next door to her.
Opposite thing.
Yeah, opposite. I assume the rest of you got soon after?
Yeah, I'll go up to my room as well.
Hold on, Drax. You forgot
What?
to give the map back. You still stealing.
No, just borrowing for an unlimited of time. It's fine.
So I could have made a paper hat out of it.
I think the map's important, mate.
Yeah, I give it back tomorrow. To be fair, I forgot that I had it, so...
I think she forgot that she had it.
She forgets everything.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go to bed, so...
Hey, Drac, just
see
before you
you...
leave.
What? I'm tired, man.
I know, I'm sorry, dude. How are you with sparring? Because I saw you in action.
This is not my cup of tea. I'm going back to bed.
I saw you in action in the theatre, and I was just like wondering, like, would I test your skills against me? One-on-one? Not now, obviously. But...
Yeah, because yeah. Well.
No magic powers. Just see what we can get up
Yeah,
to.
let's say that we like go up an hour before it's time to meet tomorrow, and we can see about that.
All right.
Not promising anything though, but yeah, sure. Well, I'm gonna go to bed because I'm fucking tired after this day.
Yeah.
Hunting those allegedly vampires or what the fuck they were. Yeah. So good night and see you tomorrow.
Yeah, night, bro.
You doing anything, Simon?
No, I think I'll just finish my food and head up.
Cool. Move us back to the other map.
The other map.
The other map.
I'm the map.
Yeah, I almost said it earlier. So everyone begins to wind down for the night. Begins to, after probably most of you, a pretty strenuous day of activity, walking around, trying to audition and failing.
I think I did a stellar performance, actually.
Sure. Killing some weird guys. They're making some bone swords. But for most of you, I would assume sleep is pretty quick. But for one of you...
There's one thing I'd want to do before I slept.
Okay, we'll do that now. Then.
Yeah, okay. Very quick. Obviously, when he mentioned it to Maeve that he was fascinated in her dread form and she shut it down, he didn't bring it up again. But in the privacy of his own room, he would try to re-examine or produce the image again so he could copy it down into his book.
Okay. Yeah, easy enough. So you'd probably stay up a bit doing that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's like an hour.
Yeah. So while you're drawing your little thing, Maeve, I assume you've gone into bed.
Mm-hmm.
And are lying down, probably thinking about the day, the encounter.
Mm-hmm.
And creeping into the back of your head at the start, but it gets slowly louder, is a familiar voice. That says, "You did well today."
Thank you.
How was that power?
As unpleasant as always. Thank you.
I can only do what I'm told.
I know.
He does send his congratulations, by the way,
Oh, really?
for all of this. Finding your own way, getting away from her.
Well, I didn't really have many options.
Well, you had options once you left. I think you picked a pretty good one, if I am to say so myself. This is strange about that Lord C, though, isn't it?
It seems Crown Top has a vampire problem.
Seems like it. You know,
You
there
don't
are.
happen
Yeah?
to know anything, you know, a bit of helpful guidance?
I did meet one person who was a vampire before. I say person. I don't know if I could call it that. They were Fae. It was in the Fae. Something. One of the courts sometimes take in stray vampires. This one was a bit
Oh.
chaotic and crazy. But I don't really know much about them. I know that they primarily undead, which obviously we specialize in,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not too sure on the specifics past what most people know. Sunlight, radiant, you know, things like that.
I just don't particularly feel like walking into a trap, that's all.
Well, surely if they're looking for this Lord Seer, then it won't be a trap. Unless they're getting there at the same time, which would be highly convenient.
Let's hope that's not the case.
Well, you have a good night. I have some business to do. Just wanted to check in.
Thank you.
And you feel that connection fade, and you all... So, you all take a long rest. You can click the long rest button. The first long rest of the campaign.
Hooray!
Hey.
Survived.
You survived day one.
Prepare for day 2.
We'll say...
I
Yeah,
survived day one.
But that's what you think. All make Constitution saves
Yeah,
for
can I
your
have-
sleep.
who's the oldest character?
Artron's canonically the youngest.
Yeah, I know. I think it's probably maybe or Drag. It doesn't matter.
May, maybe?
I don't think it's Maeve. I think it's
Sounds
Sidon.
funny.
Sidon, can you roll a D100?
You aged this many
8 years old, man. What do you?
I don't care.
Like, no shit.
Oh my
I wasn't-
fucking god,
I
he
wasn't
did.
joking.
I will roll a D100 then.
90,
Oh.
you're fine.
Oh my fucking god, he did.
Okay, so you all
I'm high
get your long
cholesterol.
rest, and you all manage to wake up. Well done, Sidon. And
28 years old. He's a
we'll
young
see-
guy.
Yeah, I know. Well, so we'll
He's also
say
walking around with that stench. all
that's
day.
true. You take poison damage every day. So just you have to get to like Diamond Soul where you're immune to poison.
No. He's constantly under the effect of bone chill.
So you can't- you
Advantage of
never
every
heal.
roll.
He can never heal.
So yeah, we'll say it's about 8:30 in the morning.
I was wondering if
Maeve's
I could
been up
wake
for an
like,
Okay.
well, actually, yeah, I was about to say, am I able to wake up like an hour before people?
Sure, yeah.
And I'm going to go over to these communal bath areas.
Oh, I was just already
Okay,
dragging
There's two of them.
Yeah.
So
The two of them. So
yeah,
if I don't know if Maeve
maybe
catches
we'll be up
Sidon
before
coming
you.
out.
Maybe
Yeah.
we'll be up before you.
So-
Probably in the
Gets up
bath.
at like 6
How did the
a.m.
PJs fit, by the way? Because I imagine they're like a couple of inches
That's-
too short and like skin tight, like
Oh,
sandy
no.
from grease.
Yeah.
Goes up in the crotch. and then-
I was gonna say Maeve did catch Sidon coming out of the room. That's what it should do. Just him wearing these like pajama
Teddy bear
bottoms.
pajamas.
Yeah, no like shirt. Just the
Wait, so
fucking
what
pajamas.
time? What time is Sidon getting up?
I was gonna wake up like an hour before everyone, but if she woke up like
So
an
like
hour,
7:30. So Maeve would be coming
Yeah.
out of the bathroom. She's already had a bath.
Maybe
Maybe
Yes.
needs to sleep for 4 hours, didn't she?
no,
No.
Oh, was that full off? Sorry.
that's full. Yeah.
Sidon comes out in these pajamas that fucking
Lightning McQueen.
odd shot.
She just, you know that thing when like, you know when a cat looks at you and they do the like slow blink and then like look you up and down.
Yeah.
She just
Got no
does
shit on
that.
either. He's just like fully topless, just wearing these fucking shitty pajamas. He's got his fucking gear in his arm, like morning. Excuse me.
Like shuffle
He
past
just-
each other.
yeah. So he goes to the bathroom and he fills up the bath and grabs whatever soap and he starts like scrubbing the ghee down.
Can you make me a strength check or an athletics check?
He tears the ghee
I
apart.
want to rip it into pieces.
No, this is how well you get the stains out.
Oh, okay.
So you washing your actual clothes in
Yes.
in
Oh,
soap?
okay. This is
No
I
wonder
know.
they're falling
I
apart.
know. 24? Now 20? Yeah. They are spotless. The bath is disgusting.
I
Is it the
drain.
You
colour
might
like
have to burn it.
I drain the bath and I go to the other bathroom and I fill the bathtub up.
So I'm sorry. Let me get straight. You drain the bath, but you don't like wash it out. You like the sides.
Someone else can do that.
Okay.
I go to the
You're
other
the
bath. And I
worst
have it.
fucking roommate. Oh my god.
Oh, and now in my nice ringy, I put that on the side and I pop into the bath myself.
Okay.
Have another bath.
So we'll say while Simon's taking a bath, everyone else begins to wake up.
I mean, you missed it yesterday, but Artron does wake up like a goddamn Disney princess. You know, like if he get given the opportunity, he is waking up like singing, and you know, like spends a lot of
Porridge
time.
is chirping.
Porridge is chirping. He lays his clothes out on the bed in front of him, and he spends it's like a good 15 minutes as he's like debating what clothes he's going to wear for today, and it's the absolute fucking highlight of his day. And I want to say Disney princess. It's not like Snow White singing. It's very Rapunzel from Tangled, When Will My Life Begin style. And he's having a whale of a time picking out. And
Can you make a performance check?
Oh yeah, it's not going to go well, but I don't care. If it goes really poorly, I might sing it.
Hero point.
24.
Hey.
You rolled a 14. Side rolled. You rolled a 14.
It...
Side and rolled the 24 beforehand.
Rolled a
Oh, 14. Oh, 14's okay,
You physically
better
can't
than-
roll a 24.
Yeah, yeah.
It's decent, yeah.
It's decent, yeah. So he does do his full like song, and like people in it's not like super loud. It's not being obnoxiously loud, but like people in the corridor can definitely hear like kind of thing. And like he comes out and he's wearing he's not as prim and proper as he was yesterday. There's definitely a slightly more relaxed element to his clothes. He's not wearing a tie for one. He's wearing this open neck shirt, kind of like a slightly heavier material, like a thicker cotton. He's wearing like a not like a waistcoat, more of just like a normal just like jacket top. Which has got like leather patches on the elbows, like all of it's immaculate. He's like a fucking substitute geography teacher, but like smart. Like everything's very, very smart.
He is like substitute teacher, actually.
Yeah, or like a scout leader who's just come into money is probably a better example.
Okay.
So he's like he thinks he's ready for like Arctic exploration because he's wearing Gore-Tex boots kind of thing. He's not. He's wearing very nice clothes, but he is like probably very unprepared because he has an AC of 11. And like the only leather on him is on his elbows. But he like skips downstairs. And with a spring in his step because he got
Breakfast
full
is like part of it, so you do get some like decent breakfast.
Yeah, he will have a meal.
I'll say before everyone's like up and out, Maeve goes into her room, gets changed, and then as she walks past the room where Sidon's having a bath and washing his clothes, she just puts this like tiny little like brown vial with a cork in the top at the door outside, and it's like Maeve has a lot of different like smellies and like perfumes and things. This is like more of a masculine, like musky kind of scent that she's got, and she just puts it down outside the door.
Cedarwood.
Yeah, and she just puts it down outside the door, doesn't say anything, and then leaves because she's going to get her ring.
Okay. So Drac and Slab, are you doing anything?
Yeah, just wake up, wash my face, put on clothes, and then just go down to have something to eat because hungry and not the morning person.
That's fair.
I suppose there would be a moment of screaming when Artron walks into the bathroom and sees what side has gone to the bathroom.
Well, you have a bath in your room.
I
You have a bath in your room.
Yeah, I have a bath in my room. So yeah, I obviously got like fully washed, pressed, and dressed. Yeah, obviously goes without saying.
As I leave and I see the vial on the floor, I give it a sniff, and does it smell alright? I assume it smells great, to be honest.
Yes, that's it.
Just
Sorry, do you have an
dunk
intelligence
yourself
check, by the
with
way?
An intelligence check?
Yeah.
Oh no. 13?
It's fine. If you rolled a 1, I would say that it could have tasted nice.
it.
Well, it's just a brown bottle. You have no idea what. But yeah, 13. You know what it is.
Sort of treat it kind of like aftershave and just sort of put it on my wrist and around my face.
Okay.
And
I will say it's a very woody smell.
Yeah.
Like sandalwood.
I grab my clean but wet gear and I sort of, if he's still in there, I knock on for Archeron.
There's a break in the song as he comes out. So as I say, he steps out, and he's got this open collar shirt. And probably the main difference you see from yesterday, obviously, yesterday his shirt button was raised up. Now it's slightly open. You can see this quite severe discoloration on his neck and on his shoulder. Kind of like not like Meave's birthmarks or tattoos, whatever they are. This looks more like a burn or a scar. But he kind of opens the door. He's like, oh, Sidon, I see you've taken some soap to your gi.
Well, it's like wet, and he's kind of like got it folded up into his arm. Yeah, it's a bit wet. I don't know if you have a spell that could just dry it quickly so I can put it on. So I don't have to wear
Please
these.
clean my sheets.
I just don't want to be walking around in pajamas all day while I wait for it to dry.
I actually no, I don't.
Prestidigitation does.
It's clean. It doesn't say dry.
I mean, I would allow it if you wanted to.
Okay. Well, it's like, come in. Don't stand there in the doorway like a serf. Come inside as I choose my spells for the day. Well, I was actually going to take mending, so I could show you to mend some of your clothes. Would you acquiesce to that?
Like they are nice and clean now, but I
clean,
really
but I could make them better.
Like, I'm gonna tell you just this. Please keep it between us. I really like the battle damage look. It makes me look cool. That's kind of the reason.
Okay, so it's great. Do you think that?
But it doesn't.
Okay, I will leave it. I will not take mending for today. Let's go through the spells. So we're going perhaps to have a bit of a scrap. So I probably won't need alarm. I'm going to take burning hands. That's a good one, isn't it? Throwing fire at people is always very good, very impressive. People like
Yeah, burn is key.
Yes. Yes. What about ice beam? That's quite a good one. I probably won't need illusory script. I might take ice beam or ice knife, perhaps. What do we think?
Silent has no idea what any of these spells mean.
Like he's just nodding. Oh, I tell you a good fun one. Magic missile. Never misses.
Yeah.
Yes. I will take that. And
It's like talking to somebody about your hobbits who has no idea what the fuck.
Yeah,
you're
so it's
talking
like, let me show you my
His brain is
my Pokemon card.
exploding. He's just like,
I will keep Dragon Breath. That's a good handy one to have. I have a Flaming Sphere as well, but that's a concentration spell, so I probably won't have time to cast that. I think I will go for.
Hey, Slab, you doing anything?
Yeah, so it's like Omanar.
Wake up, grab beer, shave beard, put on some singing gear.
Does Slab grow facial hair?
Hollywood undead.
No. He just gets up and it's like, you can smell the breakfast cooking. It's like food,
Bacon.
making pancakes.
Yep.
But
There's bacon,
yeah,
there's toast, there's coffee. It's good.
Well, now there has to be pancakes too.
There are pancakes.
Oh yeah.
I want pancakes.
so yeah, he just makes his way downstairs and obviously he woke after Silent and he was like, must have gone downstairs. He makes his way down.
So I think the only person down there right now would be Drac. Yeah. Just so we can change the map if people are done. Sidon and Archer doing anything? Finally? Apart from picking spells? I mean, yeah.
So once he's done that, he's washed and cleaned, brushed his teeth, he's going to come downstairs to have some porridge.
Did you dry my geese?
Well, we can just place it by the fireplace. Okay, fine, but we cannot. I'm not your laundrette.
No, I know.
He takes
Maid.
his quill. takes his quill and waves it and then touches it, and it's dry. It's not pressed, but it's dried. You need to take better care of your things. I'm just going to put my things away. I shall see you downstairs.
Yeah.
If you could get a nice large table, and I will sit on the other side of it.
I run back to my room and my gear. A nice clean gear. And
So yeah, so everyone comes down, sort of grab a table. But Maeve, you're going to get your ring, so we'll do that quickly. So you head to. Shit, what was the shop called? It was. I have it somewhere. It was Regal Reflections. That's what it was. So yeah, you go to that shop, and it's sort of like a cloudy, maybe rains later on in the day. But early morning, there's like the early morning fog around. The clouds are low. But you sort of head to the shop and next to it.
Okay. Is it open?
It is not.
It appears like you can see the woman inside, but you can see the sign isn't like open yet. If that makes sense. She's like sitting at her desk.
I just give a little, like, on the door.
You see, she sort of looks up and sort of recognizes you. Oh yeah, and sort of walks over and unlocks and flips the door. Yes, come in. And sort of
go
leads
in.
you in. Yes, that ring turned out very nice. And sort of goes and under the desk and finds it, and then sort of hands it to you. It can match whatever description you want. Sort of like shows you it. That'll be obviously 25 earlier and 25 now. That's all right.
So she takes out the 25, counts it in front of her so she can see, and then gives it to her.
Thank you very much. If you ever need anything else, just ask.
Thank you.
Hands it to you.
She puts it on straight away.
And I assume you then head back to the inn. So we'll say at this point it's about 9, so Mel should be here within the hour. So you all head back, and at this point you are all at that table together.
Is the ring audacious or noticeable in any way, or is it subtle?
It's just a silver band with a strange red shard on it.
It's like a, let's describe, it's like a small, like dark red maroon crystal, essentially.
Noticeably unusual is what I'm. Is it?
No.
Is it...
No, it's just like, well, it's like most rings and things like that are
A
sort of.
shard of gem.
James
Yeah.
is very interested, but he doesn't know whether Archon would be.
So like where most rings are well cut, obviously, like the gems in the rings are well cut. This one's like very jagged and sharp.
Okay.
It's like a sort of like a deep ruby color. So the color isn't that, but it's slightly sharp. I don't think it's that, especially it's small. It wouldn't be that noticeable unless you were staring.
Unless you were like staring at her hands,
Yeah.
you wouldn't.
Well, I mean, so the reason I ask is that Archon's very interested in Maeve's outfits, and not in a creepy way, but like she's obviously shown herself to be fashion forward, like well dressed. He is expecting a day of rough and tumble adventuring, which is why he's wearing his like teaching Indiana Jones outfit. Seeing like she's just like vanish and come back in with this new piece of jewelry with this unusual stone in it, he would be casting an eye over it. Would I be able to like know anything about this? Would I be able to identify this rock, anything like that? If it helps, I would also just ask, like, oh, that's a very interesting ring.
Thank you. I just had it made today.
Ooh. I just reopened Discord and it says chicken breasts. Oh my god. Right, sorry, let me just go to channel. Well, it was wonderful. You had it made this morning, you say?
Well, I took it in yesterday. I just had the gemstone. I wanted it on a ring.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. This is very nice. May I see?
She holds out her hand.
Not taking a hand, but like looking very closely. Is there anything I could make a check on, see if there's anything interesting about this stone?
Can you make me I would say investigation or arcana?
Arcana. 19.
Ooh,
Uh,
let's go.
I only rolled an
19?
11 as well.
Yeah. With a 19, you get the sense you can't. Obviously, your eyes don't glisten over when you see something. You know, like you can't see magic, but you get
Well,
the sense.
funny
Well, you
you
know what I
say
mean.
that.
You know what I mean. I know you
could if I wanted to.
Well, you could, but or not. You get the sense this isn't a normal gemstone, but you can't tell why.
Oh, this is very unusual. Hope you don't mind. I'm going to cast Detect Magic on it. Oh, actually, no, screw that. Do I have Identify? I have Identify. Boom.
I don't think it does take
tell
10
me,
minutes. It
tell
does take
me.
10 minutes.
No, not for me, it doesn't.
Do you have the
I
100
am
gold
an
pearl?
Order of Scribes.
Do you have the 100 gold pearl?
50 gold pearl. No,
50 gold.
butthole.
It's 100 gold pearl. James,
Is
you
it
make me do
100?
this. Yeah, it is.
No, I do not.
Oh no.
Oh no. Well, Detect Magic then.
With Detect Magic, you get slight. Hold on, I think I have it written down.
I have it in front of me if you want me to send it to you.
No, because I don't know if it's on the item.
Yeah, because the School of Magic is always
Yes.
the weird one.
I remember saying it I think it was slight necrotic, slight enchantment.
Ooh. You are aware the item's magical.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. You know it's necromancy and enchantment, right?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. It's very pretty.
Thank you.
What does it do?
She like smiles. She like gives like a big smirk. Like she's very proud of the fact that you think it's pretty.
Does it do anything?
She just shrugs. I don't
It
think
looks
so.
pretty.
Just looks
You
nice.
You don't know what you're.
It's just
It's gonna be fun to find out.
it's just a gem.
While you're talking, that Drax has ordered bacon and pancakes.
The barkeep,
Nice.
or like one of the bar hands, on like what's the fucking word? The barman
Sam?
come around. Samson, that's his name. He comes around and puts down all the food and says, "Have a good meal." And just sort of walks up. He's like very stressed because there's a lot of people in here.
Drax is now very happy. Well, when he gets food.
Obviously, Slab has ordered his food as well.
Yes, all of you get your food.
Yes. Food.
I
I'll
just
say-
grab like a handful of bread and just like.
No, knife.
Oh,
It's my turn now.
gentlemen, there was plenty for everybody.
No.
Oh,
No,
Not anymore.
Not mine. Cutlery. Not hand food.
you
Maeve's
were
going
I'm gonna
to
eat bread.
pick up.
Well, hi Mel.
Maeve's going to pick up a plate, put some like I assume there's like fresh fruit.
Yeah.
She's going to like scoop some fresh fruit onto the plate, maybe take like a slice of toast, and then sit very obviously on the other table away from Sidon. I don't want to listen to you eating like a pig.
We'll say as you're having that mini argument, you all hear her before you say a Mel walks up. Morning, guys.
morning.
Good
Captain.
morning.
Good morning.
You care to join us to break your fast?
I already hit some.
Hello.
breakfast. Went up for a while.
Well, we're all just finishing up and
It's fine.
ready and raring to go.
Yeah. What's everyone's passive insight?
Not
12.
13.
I'm 12 across the board.
Let's see. Passive insight. 11.
Someone said 13 and 2 people said
Yep.
12, I believe.
Mhm.
Yes, I have a 12, yes.
So all the 3 people at that bottom bench can tell that Mel seems slightly nervous.
I'm sure it's just
You alright?
meeting all these people she's forgotten the name of.
She has a notebook out.
What up, Mel?
I brought your name badges, hope you don't mind.
Hello, my name is. Oh shit, I missed around. She gives Slab side on one. And stuff.
Yeah. Slab puts it.
She doesn't actually have
Does it-
a tax
No,
object.
no. If he does it, he puts it up so he can read his own name.
Upside down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is everything all right? Mel?
yeah, everything's fine.
You sure?
Yeah. She a little
Just you know, slightly. Well, it's. I don't know how people are gonna. It's a lot of things. I was recently promoted, and I haven't really. I've only been back once or twice since that, and people keep asking me to do stuff, and it's very stressful. So I don't know what's gonna happen.
Well, if it helps, you can go in and get the information. We can wait outside, and then.
No,
Well,
please.
I was actually going to ask. Are we okay to insert ourselves as investigators in this matter of a city we don't live in? I
think I don't see anything wrong with that.
So we're not
Very
going to
good
get into any
news.
trouble.
Sorry, say it again. Artron,
We're not going to get into any trouble, are we?
not from them.
Okay. Well, I bow to your superior wisdom in this. I was just concerned that I didn't want to annoy the guard by intimating that they couldn't do their job, and this rough and tumble group of adventurers has to swoop in and save the town from their ineptitudes.
Well, my parents always used to say it's good to have an eye from the outside, someone not connected, so they can see things that maybe you won't. Out of character. This party is not very observant. I'm aware. She's not.
Yeah. Okay. Well, wonderful. So, you'd like us to come with you then?
Yeah, of course.
Well, let me finish my red tea, and I'll be right with you.
Is everyone else ready?
Mm-hmm.
Be a
Yeah.
moment.
Just gonna take my last pancake. So
Is there anywhere that we could? Is there like a lost and found at the police station, like items that were captured from raids and things that aren't required for evidence?
Why?
I need a pearl because the god is an arsehole.
Hey, I think you asked me for this one time, so something like it.
Oh, so we can't go hand sliding into them. This is a lost and found object.
Maybe not there. You might be able to. I don't know.
How am I a lost and found object?
I mean, there may be I think there might be a lost and found, but you probably won't get a pearl.
Oh, never mind. It's
Might find like
something-
a shoe
a shoe.
or a sock. I don't know.
Well, I'll just keep my eyes open. It'd be something would be quite handy for me to have, especially doing my dissertation. Be quite useful. But ready? By the way, I lied. I don't have burning hands. I thought my spell list was a lot larger than it was. I was looking at all the spells available to me, not the ones I knew. So I don't have anything cool for today, I'm afraid.
He was reading like the Wizard's Encyclopedia.
Yeah.
Yeah,
instead of-
literally the entire wizard spell list. I was like, fucking, I've got some awesome spells. I've recently played.
But basically, the wizard equivalent of men's health.
Yeah. So I have taken some
Simon's
spells
favourite book,
today.
Menzel.
Yeah. I have grease, which will be useful if we fight in. in an
Sidon
ice
has
game.
plenty of that.
I've watched Side of
Side, I'm gonna give you a free feat that allows you to cast grease centered on yourself. Once a day.
Centered on his hair.
Oh, that's great.
Yes,
I had a bath, you know.
I lean back and say to me, "Oh, he washed his clothes with
Oh.
soap,
Really?
tallow."
Oh. Did you find the aftershave?
I did. I assumed that this place just gave nice aftershave for some reason.
Yes, let's go with that.
Yeah.
Anyway, ready to go?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Ready?
I'm just going to. So when he's finished, Archeron puts all of his stuff on his plate and takes it over to the bar and does that thing that I do, where he walks over trying to be helpful, but just makes someone's job just a little bit harder by taking his stuff away from everyone else's.
No,
Purely
no.
by accident.
You see the bucket. No, just.
Oh,
Come-
are you sure? I don't. Okay.
Yes,
Well,
please.
thank you. It was wonderful. Thank you. Set me up properly. Good for the day.
Good.
Can I pay for my room tonight in advance?
Yes, of course.
Yes. How much would that be?
It's a silver each.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would like to pay for my room too.
Yes, it's silver. I think for Slab and Sidon, it was 5 copper each because they're sharing a room. So yeah, so remember that. Okay, and then so after you do that, Mel's like, she's like nervous, but also like somewhat excited. If that makes sense, it's like mix. I don't know how to describe it.
Anxious.
Yeah, I guess anxious. And then so I guess if everyone's ready, she begins to lead you to Drakeguard Bastion.
Ooh.
I don't have a map for it.
Okay.
But I'll just use Mel's second.
Ah, there's a big red hand on the map.
As we're walking,
It's the
I
hand
would
of
have
God.
Mel to show us roughly where we're going on the map, so I could mark it in
Yeah.
my copy.
Oh,
of the
where's
map.
my map? Did I forget it?
believe Drac-
Oh yeah, right. Mel, here's your map.
Oh,
I
thanks.
saved it from Slab yesterday. He was gonna make a paper hat for it.
She calls it. I definitely would have forgotten that. I did forget it. Thank you. And then she like holds out the map. Oh well, can some wait?
But I have my copy here in my book.
Oh,
I copied it.
okay. I didn't know that. She like rolls it up quietly, puts it back in the backpack. Okay. So we're here at the inn. We're gonna go. Sort of. She's gonna. I'm gonna like. It's not actually mine. She like traces her finger. So we're gonna go through the street and we go up here. So we're gonna go to the upper city. To the very beginning of it, which is where Drakeguard Bastion is. Drakeguard Garrison is. Sorry.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and she just begins to like lead you. It's not too long of a walk. It's probably like half an hour ish.
Mhm.
Let me not walk too fast, though. I have little legs.
So yeah, she.
What is your walking
No.
speed?
My walking speed, 30 feet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Same as everyone else.
Fine.
Except you.
Oh, I'm 40.
I
I'm quick.
said- I
I'm
said-
power.
I send Porridge off to fly and have fun fly time. As we're walking, I would be either asking or regaling people with little tidbits of information I picked up about the city, but very much touristing about. Like actually like walking with his map out, kind of touristing about.
Okay. Do you have anything
Here
interesting
on your
about the
left.
city that you're going to make up on the spot?
Obviously the being built on a mountain is very difficult for the city to have thorough sewers has. But if you see here these rivulets along the side of the road, these are used during times of high rainfall, and they wash all the effluents down from the higher parts of the city through the middle, and then they gather and gather and gather, and they hit the lower strata of the city, which is why you don't stay in that goddamn inn side.
Yes, actually, you're probably right about that. Just like how that works. Like how it's all collected. Yeah.
Hey, the Rusty Goblet is a fine establishment.
No,
stayed
it
there?
ain't.
I stayed there for one night.
Oh.
He-
Okay.
that lady he was with also stayed there.
She seemed
Didn't
nice.
she-
She
Well-
stayed. No. Hey, have you seen her?
No.
Have you?
Were we meant to have?
Well, I've been looking for her, and she's just sort of gone. She's not at home. She wasn't at the Goblet.
Guys, I think she took the opportunity to fuck off.
Well, maybe,
Probably.
but that doesn't explain. Like, I'm fine with being rejected. That's not an issue for me. My issue is I went to her house and it was empty. That's what I'm saying. It's like that's a bit.
But she can't be home all the time.
It was nighttime.
But
And
maybe she was
we
at
just-
the bar.
I went to the bar. She wasn't there either.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. And like after a stressful encounter at a theater with monsters, like I know if I was a random civilian, I'd probably want to either go home or drink.
Yeah, or maybe she's like find the new Prince Charming to go out with.
Ooh.
I don't
You don't know.
care. No, she's right. I don't, but it just seemed weird. That's all.
There's probably nothing.
Anyway,
But yeah, so as you're saying that, you sort of start going up a bigger incline, and Slab, you're having some trouble, my guy. It's like it's like the steepest part, and you sort of see like a gateway, which like signifies the upper city with a few guards on the outside. And Mel's like, "We're almost there. I hope is everyone ready?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's-
Ready? What do we need to be ready,
Ready
for?
for what?
You can tell that she's saying it to you guys, but she's saying it to herself.
Oh,
Like, is she ready? She's not sure. But then, so yes, I'm just trying to find it. Yeah, so as you walk up, you can all sort of see the, my brain's kind of working. Sort of the 4 towers on each side of this wall, with sort of gates on 3 of the 4 sides. Each tower, also not on the map, is a different color. So on the 4 is white, black, blue, and green, and the middle one is red. And you see she sort of walks forward to the outer gate and sort of unclips her a badge that's on her person. And then she sort of goes up to the gate and places in a small inlay in the wood and mutters something in Draconic.
Can we hear what she said?
Can you make a perception check?
Oh no!
Yep.
I do not speak Draconic anyway, so, the wording.
Rasputin.
16.
Yeah, I don't
16.
speak Draconic, so. I don't know.
Yes. So you hear the words that she says is, "May the souls of the ancients."
Well, I don't speak
Oh, sorry.
Draconic, bear that in mind.
Oh, you don't?
No, but what I
thought
want
you
is
did.
no. I speak. Let me just double check. I speak Celestial, Comic, Elvish, and Orc.
Who speaks Draconic?
But I want the phonetics of it, so I could like replicate it.
I
at a
think
later date.
doesn't someone speak Draconic? I just need to make sure.
No, I did that before, but then I switched to Marquesian instead.
I feel like I looked yesterday.
Celestial, Common, and Primordial.
I have Common, Infernal, Marquesian, and Orc.
When did you change that, by the way?
Me?
Yes.
I changed that like before we began
Okay,
the
never mind. I
campaign.
feel like I was
so-
looking and someone spoke Draconic. It's fine. Yes, you get the phonetics of it. For
Okay,
some reason I thought
the
someone spoke Draconic. That's weird.
phrase. So I want to memorize that phrase.
Yes, just remind me at some point.
I will put the phrase is something Draconic.
Yeah, Mel
Oh,
says
okay.
something, yeah. So the gates open, and the gates open and she begins taking you down sort of a pathway on the outside. You see a few other Dragon Knights. Most of them, so you would know that Mel is a green Dragon Knight. Most of them are either black or white Dragon Knights. So the 2 lower, ranks. And you can tell that as she walks in, she does her best to like improve her posture. And sort of not look awkward as she's like, there's 5 of you, trying to like, guiding you all, but trying to not look awkward. As she sort of gets to the outer gate and sort of turns around, clearly nervous, and says, "Now, the Red Marshal might be around. He can be a bit intense, but he may want to talk to you about what's going on, if that's all right."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have nothing to hide, so sure.
Yeah. I know that, but he might want to let you know. And she just like takes a deep breath and then opens the sort of double doors on the inside, and you sort of see a short hallway with inlays filled with suits of different kinds of armor. Sort of there's sort of the most intricate is like a red armor, and there's a blue one, a green one, a white one, a black one. Going down, and then you see there's a few doors, but she sort of ushers you down this hallway, and it opens into a large circular table. Think nice round table, with a sort of a few people sitting talking around it. And hold on, I'm just looking.
By the way,
Yeah.
the color thing about the dragons.
Yes.
What is the color like, highest to lowest?
So the rank I haven't ranked that.
I think we had it last week as well. didn't we?
I did mention it.
Black, green.
I think.
blue, yeah.
Hold on, where's the order? Where is it? Where would it be in my notes? Yeah. White, black, green, blue, red.
Oh yes, fucking have it.
So on this table, so I have a bit in my notes. It's just in the complete wrong spot, and I don't know why. So when you go in and see those people talking, there are 3 people talking. You see the first one is a man, sort of with darker skin, sort of deep grey black armor with red inlays and sort of tightly short braided hair. You see a woman wearing blue and silver armor with gold inlay. She has tan skin and sort of long red hair. And then the last is sort of a dwarven man with a white and sort of like salt and pepper beard, with a helmet and a war pick that's lent on the chair next to him. And I'll send the 3 images of these people. One. This one. This one. And this one. It's going to be in the voice channel. In the order I said them. And you see Mel sort of gestures, sort of walks forward and gestures for you to follow her. And you see, who was the highest pass perception? I think it was Sidon.
Me.
Yeah. So you sort of see, or Inside, I think it's also you.
Yeah.
She,
Same.
as her eyes look at the woman wearing the blue, you can tell she looks nervous. But then you sort of all walk up, and sorry, my notes are in like the wrong spot. It's really weird. You sort of see the dwarven guy sort of nods his head, sort of bows, and sort of leaves before you all get up. And then you sort of see the other 2 looking at you as you walk up. And you see Mel walk forward and gives like a slight bow to the 2 of them, like salutes. And she says, "These were some of the people I was with. Those 2 were specifically present during the incident at the end. But that, and then as she's talking, you see the woman in blue raise her hand and says, 'We already heard about it, Melanoe. I'm glad the creatures were put down quickly.'" And she's like staring daggers at Mel. "Well done, I guess. And well done for all of you for helping out this city. And while it was not your duty, your aid to the capital is appreciated." And she sort of stands up and sort of gives like a slight gesture to all of you, to like introduce yourselves without saying it, essentially, you know.
Oh, why, thank you. Yes, it's our sincerest and greatest pleasure to be able to assist wherever we can. Please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Archeron Ipsissimus, and he kind of like does this quite formal, not a full bow, but you know, like I'd say like a 15-degree incline. No, a full like at the hip bow.
Sidon lifts up his arm and just does a single wave and just goes, "Hi, Sidon here."
The Wandering Warrior.
Zuko,
And
Say that out loud, Sidon.
I would like to point out that Mel here was crucial in our victory. She did.
I would presume.
Yes, she was incredible.
Maeve does not like this woman.
I think no one does.
No, but it's like, you guys are probably hiding it well. Maeve is not.
So is she as pictured there in that kind of like?
Yes.
Sorry, are you Corporal? Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
I am. Her name. I am Blue Commander Alia. Melanoe's superior.
Commander what?
Cricket
Alia.
sounds.
Alia.
I'm gonna have to do it. I'm sorry.
Is that's very similar to the name?
I know. I only realised it as I said it out loud.
So she's blue captain. What? Sorry.
Blue Commander. Alia. Alia. I didn't realise it was so close to Dahlia. I didn't realise it was just Alia. Yeah. I only said it as I read it out loud. I only noticed it as I read it out loud. But she sort of gives a bow, and you can see she's wearing sort of the blue armor and has a rapier at her hilt. Yeah.
Oh, Blue Commander, wonderful to meet you. Is it your responsibility to be keeping the streets safe for visitors such as ourselves, then, or?
Well, in the area you were in, it was the Green Captain's charge. She looks at Mal.
Ah, she did
But
excellent.
I did go to the theatre and did a sweep of it last night.
Afterwards, when it was safe.
It's not my responsibility to do her job for her.
She was there, though.
No, but it is
No,
your
no, sorry,
responsibility to keep Crown Top safe, no?
And that is what I've been doing, but I assume during her recent promotion, she should be raring to go and doing everything to high
Maeve
standards.
actively talks over her and turns to the guy, and she's like, "I didn't get your name."
What was his name? I am Red Marshal Jarek.
The dwarf guy.
No, this is the in the nice way possible. This is the black guy.
Yeah.
He's the one wearing
Jarek,
sort of the Jarek, Jarek. Sort of got sort of stark gunmetal grey armor with red inlays. And from what you remember, this is the person who Mel was talking about. The Red Marshal.
Red Marshal.
Maeve gives like a very not flirty's the wrong word, but like a very friendly smile to this guy, and holds out a hand and says, "Maeve Nightshade."
He sort of gives like a half bow and shakes your hand. Alia, I think we can have this conversation. And he sort of looks to her, and she just nods quietly and walks off.
Thank you for that.
I have a question as the Blue Commander's leaving to the Blue Commander. Do you work with the City Guard, or are you kind of a self-governed party? Like, do the City Guards have their own thing and you have your thing, or do you work with City Guards as well?
We are separate, but work with them on occasion. I did have a few of them with me at the theatre. There aren't a huge amount of Dragonites, so if we need bulk force, we'll work with them.
Well, I was just wondering, because you should talk to some of your guards at the entrance to the city. They didn't believe me when I told them I was attacked by one of those monsters. I doubt they reported it.
She was walking off, and turns back around. Can you tell me about that?
Well, I was just
when it was. What happened?
2 days ago.
Okay.
2 days ago, I was in the wilderness making my way over, and I got jumped. I sort of showed the. Well, that's probably more or less healed at this point.
Yeah, it's pretty much healed.
They bit me, punched it in the face real hard, and it killed it. And then I came up to the side entrance of the city, and these guards were just like, "Whoa!" And I told them about it, and they were like, "Yeah, all right." And I told them to report it.
Well, everything has been going on within the last 2 days, so they probably hadn't heard about it yet. Thank you, that is good to know. What's your name again?
Silent.
Surely an attack on a civilian should have been reported anyway. Sounds like training's been come slack or something.
Not my charge.
Seems like you don't have a lot of sway in the city.
Not around them. I am not their leader. I'm not their commander. I am the commander of these people.
Specifically Mel.
Specifically Mel and everyone beneath Mel and those captains. She's a sector captain. She should know what she's doing. She just turns and walks off.
Under her breath, but loud enough for this woman to hear, Maeve just actively says, "Bitch."
What did you say?
She turns around and clocks you.
Roll initiative.
Let's all fucking roll for initiative right now.
You don't want to.
Captain's name again.
So that again, the Red Marshal.
Red Marshal.
Jarek. Jar. I'll put it in.
No, it's alright. Jarak. And what about the Jack Black looking motherfucker?
You didn't get his name.
He walked
I turned to Jack Black and
he's
said,
gone.
He walked off.
I did say he walked off. You can ask the guy. You can ask.
Luke Commander. I thought it was Luke Commander walking off.
Yeah, but the other guy
he walked off
left before we
first.
got
He just
there.
walked
Oh
off
right,
first.
okay.
He walked off as we entered.
Yes. But I'll say you asked the Red Marshal. His name is he's Black Dragonite Kane, Kane.
Jack Black.
But yeah, Jack Black. But the Red Marshal says, so what is it that you need? And sort of stands up and sort of reintroduces himself to everyone. And sort of looks curiously.
We are looking for an address.
An address
Hmm.
for
A Lord Cassian alias? Was that his name? Arelis,
Well done,
sorry.
James.
I
Nice.
wrote it down.
Cassian Arelis.
And why is that?
We have information that he may want.
Is it private? I cannot hear it.
No, it's just not. I'm not sure you would know what it means, as we don't know what it means. Hence, giving it to him because he may know what it means.
He's just like a slight smirk. Tell me, you'll be surprised.
Okay. Well, when we were in the theatre, there was a chair which was marked, and then she like. Who drew the mark? Was it Slab? She like turns to Slab. Do you have the symbol?
Yeah. This one here.
So she shows
Yeah.
it to the Jarek.
Okay. He's like looking at it.
Does he recognize?
Yeah, he says, I do know what this is.
Okay, so the seat that it was on is the one that I was in. And I found this letter, and she holds out the letter. Doesn't give it to him, just holds it for him to see.
You read it.
Yeah, it's him. It's like I'm holding it out,
Yeah.
so he could read it, but I'm not giving it to him.
Okay.
And
Takes a few seconds. Okay.
And I received a message from a strange gentleman. It was just the name Arelis. Hence why I think
yes, that
he
makes
should
sense.
know. He could be in danger, you see.
Yes, I do think that's helpful. And he sort of like mentally takes a note of things. That is good. He just like goes, looks him up. Very good, well done. So you want to know where he lives?
Can I?
Yeah. Go on.
Would he know my last name? Are any of the places like this linked? Like, do they know of other people like
You are
them?
very far away from there.
So he wouldn't know the name.
You didn't
would
get
he-
recognition when you said it out loud.
Okay, it's just because I wanted to be like, you can trust me because.
Yes, yeah.
But if he wouldn't know, then it's fine.
You see, he sort of like
Trust me, bro.
you see, he
Yeah.
sort of like cases all of you. Like sort of gives you not like intense looks, but not like super intense. Just like looking you all up and down, just like deciding things in his head, like muttering to himself. Can I ask a few questions first? Just like to all of you. I
nothing
would
to
just
hide.
like to know more personal things, if that's all right. Where are you all from?
Don't see how that matters.
I just want to make sure.
Of where are you from?
Here. What? I'm making sure that there is nothing untoward happening with all of you. I think that is fair.
We have been in the company of the illustrious captain here for the last day and a half.
I know. I just
So her
want to
word
make
isn't
sure.
good enough for you.
It's not that her word isn't good enough. I just like to hear things myself.
Well, I am from Malachite.
How do you pronounce the place that I'm from again?
Tharios.
Thyrios. Thyrios?
I'm also from Tharios.
Oh, no way.
No, you're not.
Well, Drax isn't from Malachite.
It's right. I can't remember
Where he
all of your
lives,
shit.
but that's not where he's from.
Oh,
I
yeah,
guess it's
right.
Oh yeah, you're
I
from Port Athena. Both of you are, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, okay.
I meant that.
Yes. Would you have mentioned your thing, or would you said you're also from Tharios? James.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm not telling them where I'm from. There's no need, no reason at all. They should need that information.
And then he looks at Simon.
Around, I've been in the wilderness for like 6 years.
Where are you from?
I don't remember. If you want me to make a deception check, I can.
Yeah, make a deception check.
Where's my check?
15? Okay.
Yeah.
He nods and he looks to Slab.
I'm just outside of Aramol.
Okay. What about you? Looking at you, Artron.
I've told you.
Oh, can you make a deception check for that? I'm sorry.
Deception.
Ooh.
I like to imagine I mispronounce it. Like I'm from
They've just said it, you mispronounce it.
I'm from Fusios.
Yeah. I'm from
Sort of like-
Arelis.
He gives like a slight nod and like raises an eyebrow. And second thing, why are you all in this city?
Well, we were watching a play.
But I presume that wasn't why you were in the city.
We were here for the warm and welcoming culture, but apparently we arrived in the wrong city.
I was just out in the wilderness and I thought that I could.
Oh, that silence answers half every question. I was out in the wilderness. I don't know.
And I just happened to wander in. I was just like, I wanted a hot meal and a bed for once in my life.
I was here for work.
Say, I was here for work, but they didn't want my amazing acting skills.
He like gives a slight chuckle. And final thing, do you know any more about these attacks?
Only as much as you do.
Only that I got attacked in the wilderness.
Oh, no.
Okay, that's no information.
Silent. You weren't attacked in the wilderness this time. You were attacked just outside the city. That's not the wilderness.
In the wilderness.
What's this guy's last name?
You don't know it.
Oh, okay.
Wandering warrior.
So you are aware. So you are aware of the nature of the attacks, right?
Not fully. I have been told from various people that they are undead, but I don't know specifics. Why?
She like hesitates.
What do you know? Doesn't seem like much.
When you say undead, what do you mean? I'm trying to
Not
gauge how
living.
much. Yes. But they're not zombies.
There are many kinds of undead, and
Yes, so I'm asking, do you know
I haven't
the
seen one
specifics?
myself, so I don't.
And you haven't had any reports?
I've heard reports of them biting people, but I cannot go off of.
No, but you
that.
can put two and two together. And
I can put two and two together. Of course, people are thinking vampires, but I cannot assume that.
I think it's
Just like I cannot
fair.
assume that all of you are here for good reasons. I don't know. You haven't answered any of my questions honestly.
You haven't answered our one question, which was.
I will answer it once I know. I'm trying to keep these people safe.
Well,
These people.
you're doing an absolutely bang-up job without us here, I'm sure. So once you've, are we going to be here for much longer? They say that the day is wasting. We are trying to solve this problem for you. If your help is, if the help isn't required, I'm sure we could. There are other things we could be doing with our time.
If Gamin wanted to ask about a person, I will tell you. I just need to be sure.
Well, we've answered your questions.
Yes, I know. You were talking, then he interrupted you. I don't know what to say. I'm answering three things, and you're all telling me to talk. I have one mouth.
Listen, I came here for one very simple reason, and I thought that would be the end of it. And now I've been looked into this. I would just like to figure out what is going on, so that I can get back to my little slice of the world away from the undead.
Well, you have Mel with you, and I will take that as enough. the Lord Cassian Arelis lives in. I have it written down. He lives at Greystone Manor near the Middle City Hall on the other side of town. You have a map I can show you.
Was that, sorry?
Say that again?
Greystone Hall.
Greystone Manor next to Middle City Hall.
So it would be like that.
So it would be like that grey one, pretty much, yeah.
Are you in contact with him often, or?
Twice a month.
And when was the last time that you heard from him?
About 4 days ago.
Is it normal for people to be in that close contact? I don't seem to speak to my parents that often. Is it normal? I know
it
he
was
did for a while. But...
That is the reason, and we try to keep up with many of the lords and ladies in this city, just in case, especially ones that have weird hiccups like he has.
Hiccups.
He has hiccups.
I meant.
Have you tried scaring him?
I meant by the disappearing.
But that was 15 years ago,
It was
wasn't it?
about 15 years ago, but it is King's orders.
Do you consider him a threat?
No. He's a lord. He's politically powerful, but I
So
can't
it's-
imagine that he could use a blade.
More of a protection thing.
Yes. As I keep trying to say, we're here to protect these people.
Well,
I'm sorry, his
you're doing
accent's changed like 4 times, I'm
you're
sorry.
doing a bang-up job. And she, like, smirks. Anyway, thank you for the information. I assume we will be on our way?
If that is all you want, then yes.
Mm-hmm.
And sort of goes,
I still think you should scare him. Get rid of his hiccups.
Slab, he doesn't have hiccups.
Not that type of hiccups.
You sure?
Yes, don't.
Unless
don't
he
worry about
hiccups
it.
and disappears for 15 years.
Yes.
good day to you all. Mel just gives like a slight nod and then sort of says, just give me 1 second, guys. And sort of, you guys start walking off and she just like talks to the Marshal for a minute. And so you walk out and she follows on like 30 seconds behind. Unless anything you want to talk about what she's not. Right,
When we get outside,
Mhm.
did I catch the free deception on?
I mean, everyone did.
Yeah.
Even Mel did.
So I
That's bad.
got Archer on and I'm like, so not asking where you're from, but did you lie?
Did I, or why did I?
Why did you?
Why would I give these people any information? Every single time we've met one of these Drake guards, all they've done is given us the Inquisition. They say they're here to protect people, but the only one we've met has just been following us around the city like a lost lamb for the last day and a half. So I
She's
find it
not
difficult
that
to believe.
bad, Archeron.
She specifically took time away from her duties to come to see a play. She's a lovely young girl, but I can't imagine a particularly fearsome or effective group of protectors, so you'll have to excuse me.
When I saw them in action, they were really powerful. And then I saw her in action in the theatre, and she was also really
fighting
powerful.
is one thing, but protecting the citizens and doing an adequate job of it is a completely different thing. They seem
No,
to
I
rule through
agree
fear.
with you there.
So you'll excuse me if I don't treat them with the same civility and a respect they extend to me.
I think we should maybe not pass judgment on a person that we don't know fully. A lot of people don't choose to be in the positions that they're in, and we don't know Mel's situation. Maybe she
You guys
hates
have
her job.
literally been
be
insulting
fair.
me for stinking because I live in the wilderness.
Sidon, that's different.
from
You
the-
clearly couldn't smell it because you were used to it.
Yeah, and you
Because I
really did
literally
stink.
am homeless.
I
Also,
offered to buy you new clothes. I gave you perfume.
You give me perfume.
Taking into account the fact that you don't wake up one day, trip and fall, and land in the position of captain or commander or royal Drake Guard soup du jour, whatever. That is a choice that you make day in and day out. So,
Not necessarily.
is Mel coming back?
Yeah, she's like like speed walking, trying to catch up to you.
Captain, when did you decide you wanted to become a member of the Drake Guards, or were you forced into it?
I mean, pretty early on. I wasn't forced into it.
Oh, thank you.
What?
Never mind.
Did I do something wrong?
No. It's wonderful. Perfect. Thank you.
What?
Maeve looks pissed off.
Pissed off if I was
Words
wrong.
were said.
Not because she's wrong, but because you've just doesn't matter.
So are we going to that place? Sorry about that. I didn't know she was going to be there. Sorry.
Yeah, not your fault.
What's with the drama between you and Commander Bitchface?
She was a bit of a bitch.
Yeah,
I don't know why she doesn't like me. And considering she made me captain, I don't know why she's so mean to me.
Wait, I do not take offense to this. Do you think she made you captain because she thought you would fail?
I have had that thought.
Mel,
And if
sometimes
so, that is a bitch move.
sometimes people like to put themselves in a position where they feel they have power over us so that they can belittle us.
Yeah.
Take no notice.
I've been trying. So yeah, are we going to Greystone Manor? She like, you can tell that what she was doing was she was like talking to the marshal and like having him point out the map so she can circle it.
Mm.
Are we going there now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then she begins to lead you through. I say yeah. She goes like this way, so she leads you through like the upper city, which is this very nice, eccentric. You know, there's towers, like mansions, like mini castles. It's very eccentric.
I imagine like Maeve and Archeron look very at home, and then Sidon just looked completely out of place.
To be fair, he looks a little out of place like everyone.
Not from the lower city.
I mean, I don't think the upper city is going to really see much goblin activity.
you know, there might be a goblin noble.
Big goblin ambassador, yeah.
Yeah. I don't have one written down, but there might be. Surprisingly, I don't have everything written down all the time.
As we're walking,
Yep.
I'll turn to the captain. Captain, one of the things I noticed in conversations with Commander Jarek, Marshal Jarek, was that he mentioned that he was in regular contact with the Lord Aurelius. There's no chance he would reach out and tell him we were on the way, warning him, perhaps, is there?
Well, we already left. We can go back another half an hour if you want.
No, I mean... No,
sorry, no. Maybe? I don't know, possibly. You might.
Do you know this Jarek well?
I know him, sort of. He is like the marshal of the Dragon Knights, so he's very busy, so I don't really get to talk to him very much. But you know, during my ceremony for the promotion, he was there. He was the one who said the thing, you know, promoted me. He was the one who oversees a lot of that sort of thing. I don't know him that well though, personally.
Okay.
Did I do something wrong?
No. Why? Why'd you ask?
You just seemed angry at me.
No, it's more the we are rolled out to these people in power who throw their weight about above us, and we are demands are made of us where we're just merely trying to help. Quite
Well, I don't think he was demanding it. We could have just.
Well,
you guys could have just walked away.
Well, I mean, could we?
He
I
did
think
ask
so.
us some very personal questions.
Yes, very, very, very rudely as well. And I can't say your friend, but the blue commander was.
Yeah.
Was as bad, really. I don't know between the two of them who I'd pick.
Well,
yeah.
she looks at you with like wide eyes.
Yeah. The conversation with her was brief. The conversation with the marshal dragged its feet somewhat. But and it took us a long time to get that information from him. I thought it was quite straightforward, but apparently not. I'm not used to this way of dealing with people.
I think he's just trying to be safe rather than, rush into telling people he doesn't know everything.
Well, I get that, but we're here on your behalf. You're guests in the hall. If we were untrustworthy, then that'd be something to take up with yourself, not with us.
I don't know more than you do. I'm unsure. Just sort of begins to lead you sort of back into the middle city and sort of around the main stone of like the upper city. So you go past the city hall, which is just sort of this big, sort of like a guild building, or like where you see like laws and sort of things like that would be made, or think in that sort of sense. And you begin to walk, and on the horizon, Mel, I think, so you see it, and like it's marked on the map. You sort of see you sort of go to a corner. You see a small set of stairs leading up to another street, where a mostly stone building sits on one side. Sort of, you see a few lights on the inside, lanterns. This you assume is the place you need to go. I do have an AI image for this place. I'm sorry, AI.
Right.
Pretty much, yeah. Why do you think I named it that?
Yeah. I'm going to send Porridge to do a lap, see if there's any open windows.
Hold on 1 second. Yes. Fuck it with this. So yeah, you all walk up, and Mel sort of waits. Do you want to knock, or should I?
That looks really
before we
cozy.
knock, what did we want from you? What do we want to?
I just want to talk to him.
Well,
You can knock.
So
You can knock. Sorry.
I'm
No,
guessing Mel and you take the lead then.
Yeah.
Since you have like questions, I presume.
I can be your hired muscle. Part of my
I
intimidation
don't-
phase.
Don't.
I think you're thinking too much into it.
Yeah, I
Um,
don't think that this person is a threat.
Mel sort
Yeah,
of
Yeah,
like
I
backs off.
walks
assume,
up.
I assume he also has a bodyguard.
She walks
I
up
am
and
his bodyguard.
You can live in your fantasy if you want.
So as you knock on the door, you sort of wait and hear some shuffling from the inside. And about 30 seconds go by, and you hear sort of two locks click, and the door swings open, and you see a multicolored, glittering crystal dragonborn who opens the door, sort of wearing like a butler's uniform, and sort of looks at you, assuming you're about to say something.
I turn the complete charm on,
Mhm.
like Maeve, 100% charm, trying to be like all fucking doe-eyed and good
Mhm.
morning. So do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is it a man or a woman?
Masculine, we assume.
Okay. So yeah, she's just like, good morning. I'm looking for a Lord Cassian. I was
the-
told I could
yeah.
find him here.
He nods. Yes, we were informed that someone might be coming around. He sort of looks around, notices Mel, notices the badge. Yes, of course. He will be with you shortly. He's currently eating a bit of food. Please come in.
Thank you. I turn to the others to check if they're following.
Yeah, I'm following.
Yep.
I'll behind you with my arms crossed. Doing the.
I can just
Was
see
there a
Sidon
window
standing there flexing.
Was there a window for Porridge?
Oh, yeah, you can find an open window.
Okay, I'll send Porridge in through the open window.
I'll send you. What?
So that whilst they were having that brief
Yeah.
conversation, I was birding out.
So
Burn
through an
out!
open window, I'll send you just the image of the room that you see. Privately. Okay, so the Dragonborn leads you in, and so the door you see. Sorry, I'm trying to find out my notes. You see sort of the entry room where coats are hung, there are hats and some different shoes on the ground, and sort of gestures and says, "If you could remove any things like that. Coats, just to be comfortable.
Thank you.
It's a big house.
Yeah. So like nods size of it.
Sorry, I
please.
didn't get your name.
The DM did not have a name prepared for this man.
Excellent.
Great.
Jeffrey.
Christopherles.
Bob the Necromancer.
No.
Crystal boy.
He's the big bad.
Bob the butler.
His name is
It was the butler with the candlestick in the
in the bedroom.
bedroom.
His name is Bismuth.
No.
Oh
Bob
god.
the
No,
butler that
don't
turned
even.
into Bob the Necromancer.
Hold on. Hold on 1 second. You're gonna make me look up a name.
Engelbert
commercial break.
Humperdinck.
Mineral Man.
Barry the Butler.
Mineral Man. Stop saying words.
Dave the Dragonborn.
Val the Valet.
Volo.
His name is Alex, short for Alexandra.
Alex the Butler.
Yes. I am Alex.
Alex. Maeve. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to
She like extends a hand.
takes in like massive scale dragonborn hand. Shakes your hand.
How tall is this guy?
Like, let's call it 6'1".
Okay.
Like,
so she's
including
like,
like the slight dragonborn horns, sort of stuff like that. So like 6'1", yeah.
So what
So including his horns?
Including the horns. Yeah.
so Maeve is taller.
Maybe 6 foot.
Yeah. But you
Yeah,
said
but-
including horns, so taking
Oh,
off
I
his
guess probably
horns.
about the same height. Probably about the
Okay.
same, like eye level.
So what you're saying is he's 1.5 chocks.
Please follow me. And sort of leads you down a hallway. You see sort of paintings and statues, and sort of goes to a door to the side and sort of knocks
Can
on
I
it.
roll
Yeah.
perception to just like check the paintings to just see
Yeah,
if there's anything weird?
yeah. Perception, whatever. Perception, history, religion, investigation.
Which one's best? History. 18.
There's paintings of all variety. They're mainly of like Ithaldan like history, but you see some like the equivalent of like a Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
Sort of. It's like the Mona Lisa, but it's like an elf instead. It's the exact same painting. But just sort of base paint. You don't catch anything weird about the ordinary.
Okay.
Alex,
As we're walking,
Ooh.
as we're walking, I sort of tap Maeve on the shoulder and whisper, "So you can be nice."
I am positively lovely. I don't know what you're talking about.
Uh-huh. Thank you for the shave.
Insight.
Hey, quick question. Do you guys want to do a conversation now, or do you want to wait up till next session?
No, I'd like to ask Alex something.
Okay, yeah, I'll go. I'm just wondering out of the game.
I'm fine.
Okay.
To carry on.
Yeah,
I don't know about everybody
Turn
else.
for a little bit.
That's fine. It won't take too long. Just wondering. Yeah, what do you want to ask Alex?
I'd ask Alex. You mentioned you were warned that we were coming. Was that the Dragon Guard? Great Guard?
Yes, it was the marshal.
Yeah. Artron turns around and just gives like white person smile, eyebrows.
Is there something wrong with that? You just said you were coming to pay a visit.
Yes, just a thought
It was
I
meant
had
to
on
be
the
a
way.
surprise
That,
visit.
once again, proven right. Sometimes quite tiring.
So it says that he sort of turns and knocks on a door. Sort of like it's a knock, and even before the Dragonborn can speak, you hear a voice say, "Yes, you may enter." And sort of the Dragonborn swings the door open, and you all see a sort of a rectangular room, sort of a fireplace on the other end.
You were going to say a rectangular man.
A rectangular room, a sort of a fireplace on the other end, sort of low lit, giving off a faint glow. In the center is a large table with chairs around it, and sitting at the head of the table on a more comfortable armchair is a man with sort of short, wavy, caramel-colored hair, soft brown eyes and like a clean-shaven face. His ears have a slight point, and he wears sort of a white shirt and a blue vest. I'll change the map and then send you an image. This one.
Just out of curiosity, is it just him, or does he have like his own?
You
sort of
just see him in the
guard
room.
Just a slight, very, very slight, quick retcon as before we walk through the door as he shouts, "Come in." I'd
Yes.
like to cast Detect Magic.
Okay. So you walk in, and you
We're walking
enter-
in from like here.
Yes, from that door. It sort of like gestures and says, what's this? You see him and he sort of like smiles, sort of like sits up a bit and says, please sit down, and sort of gestures to the chairs.
Thank you.
I, with my arms crossed, I just go, I'll stand.
Side and sit down. Side.
Sit the
side
fuck
is-
down.
Next to me.
Side. Sit.
Okay.
Be a good boy and sit down.
Bad. No dinner for you.
Come on.
Simon, you gonna sit down, Simon?
No,
Come on, Sidon.
I'm gonna stand. I'm gonna stand.
Okay.
I'm gonna give him a bit of a
Assert dominance.
exactly. Arms
Okay.
crossed, trying to
It,
get myself to
looking
look
at
as big as
the-
possible.
You look like more of a tit than anything else. I'm sorry, James.
They're looking at the guys in front of us. Obviously, I've got Detect Magic, but looking at the cutlery he's eating with, is any of it silver?
What you mean?
Is he using silvered?
You actually see you see there's like a plate. There was like a knife and fork, but
Is
he's
it
not eating
silver?
currently.
But is it
Why? I mean, yeah, I guess.
Because I'm just trying to decide whether he's undead or not. Because vampires can't touch silver.
I don't think that's true, but
I mean, you know, because it's a pure metal, isn't it? And they
Pure-
got
pure
then they got like the not vulnerability, but the silver thing bypasses their the
you good, James? There's cutlery. You can't tell if it's silver or not.
Can I investigate it?
Just
Make-
jumping over a table and picking up his
Make
fucking
an investigation.
cutlery, like
I mean, is a cutlery in front of us? Like, is it the?
There's one. There's like a plate and stuff in front of him. He's clearly just eating.
Oh, okay, right. So I can't reach over and grab it, but that's fine.
No.
Is it silver? Like,
It's
is it
it's a
silver coloured?
it's a silver fork and a silver knife and a silver spoon, but you don't know whether it's actual silver.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so it could be Sheffield steel, is what you're telling me.
Yes. And on your detect magic, James. Not Artron, James. What do you get?
Okay.
You
It
get.
doesn't work quite like the paladin thing, does it?
I know. You get a slight hint of illusion from Cassian.
Okay.
And I think that's it. As well as I think you'd get a slight bit of illusion, a slight bit of enchantment,
Mhm.
and a slight bit of necromancy.
Very similar to the ring that that Maeve has got, like, kind of thing.
Sort of, yeah.
In terms of
yeah.
like that, is it located on like? Is it emanating from him or is it emanating from his clothes?
The illusion is sort of him.
Could
but
be,
the-
for example, I'm not saying it is, but it could be disguise self kind of thing.
Something like that, you assume. And then the other two, enchantment and necromancy, are specifically on his hands.
Is that one each or
Both.
okay? That's fine.
Both on both. So once he will sit down, he says, "Oh, sorry, where are my manners? My name is Cassian Arelis. From what I've heard, I'm sure you already know that. Please, I would like to know all of you as well. Sort of, you don't have to do introductions if you don't want to, unless there's something specific you want to say. While you're talking,
To Maeve. Yeah.
he's just like
Mhm.
talking to the room essentially.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I should put Mel in.
I think Maeve would want to like shake his hand, so she'd probably walk round to where he is.
Mhm.
She'd probably sit in this chair actually.
Okay.
But she'd like reach a hand out, probably the one with the ring on it,
Mhm.
for no reason.
Yeah.
And just say, Maeve Nightshade, pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you. That is. He sort of like looks just like this. Look, this sounds really weird because I'm saying it like to Maeve, who's the only female character. But like he sort of looks you up and down, but he is looking everyone up and down essentially.
Yeah.
And he says, "That is quite a nice ring."
Thank you.
Sorry, I'm getting caught up.
I had it made this morning in the city, actually.
It's interesting. Well, please sit down. And you, sir, looking at you, Sudden, please sit down.
You could be the head of the table now, Sudden.
If I'm being honest, I would just prefer to stand.
Of course.
I like to.
Don't mind him, he's very stubborn.
Fine.
I would just like to know where I am. Always prepared.
We're in a building in Crown Top.
You're in Greystone Manor.
We also have a Dragon Knight with us.
Hi.
She's like giving him like wide eyes, like sit the fuck down.
Please.
But if you want to stand, that is all right. I'm not going to make you sit down. Would any of you like something to eat or drink?
I would actually love a tea, coffee, if you have anything.
Of course. Alex, and you see the the dragon monster walks in. Get them whatever they'd like, sort of whatever orders you want.
Just a coffee, splash of milk, hot.
Does it come with biscuits?
I can get you some biscuits.
I'll
you'd
have
like.
tea, please, then.
Okay, the rest of you?
I'm fine.
Alright.
Sort of, I'll. He says, yeah, just like walks off. And then Cassian says, so please, what? I'm sorry, getting confused first. So please, what did you want to discuss?
Well, and she like looks around at everybody. I'm sure you've heard of what happened at the theatre.
I think so.
There was an
The
attack.
Yes. Okay.
We were there, and we have some information that you might find of use.
Well, I'm all ears.
She like takes the letter out that she found
Mm-hmm.
on the body, and she puts it down in front of him and like slides it across the table.
He sort of like slides over to him and starts to read it.
I found this. Oh, sorry, go on.
Well, so whilst he's reading it, his eyes are away.
Yeah.
I'm going to minor illusion, kind of out of his eyesight, but within Maeve's eyesight. Just a very quick phrase, like illusion magic. So now the butler's gone out of the room, gonna with like an arrow pointing to him.
She just nods.
And I'll just-
I catch that as well.
It's not subtle. It's only for him not to see it.
Yeah, so they say everyone except Mel catches it.
So like if it's he's looking down at this parchment, it's like directly kind of above the.
Yeah.
the
So out of his
front
eye, so like above and behind him. So,
So what did you do exactly?
Just cast a minor illusion, and just had it show the just tell them that there's some illusionary magic there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm not. This isn't in game, but I really want Mel to say, "Oh yeah, I know you can do illusions. That's illusion."
So obviously, I would know. I think you told the note, which was you kind of like reiterated it to everyone, which was
Good job.
Cut out.
It explode.
Chip.
He's dead. He's gone.
Yeah.
He's inside porridge, and he's just gone down in porridge.
Porridge took over. Took
Oh,
control.
no.
Jake. Go on.
I'll carry on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I give him the letter, and as he's reading it, I say, I found this on a body in the what was the place
Dragon's
called?
Roost.
The Dragon's Roost Inn. I've been trying to figure out who Lord C is, and I assume it's you, because when we were at the theatre, there was a chair that was marked, and it had a symbol of the Crimson Hand. I was gonna say Red Hand. What the fuck is wrong with me?
Yeah.
The Crimson Hand. It was in the seat I was in, and midway through the show, right before the attack, I got a message from someone, and the message was Arelis. And then she like gives him a look like, that's you, bro.
He was like a nod.
Half elf, disguise, claws.
Could everyone make insight check?
Everybody, or
Everybody who's actively looking, which I assume is everyone.
Yeah.
13.
Except Mel.
Oh, you
Fine.
motherfucker!
I rolled so
Wait, James, are you
bad.
here?
I am sorry. My mic just went silent for a minute. I don't
Oh.
know what happened.
Alright.
Yeah, everyone just faded out, and I thought, what the hell?
That's weird.
And it wasn't my
We're like,
voice,
Yeah,
so-
we're like, James, what happened? We thought you died.
yeah,
We just did
I logged
lots
back out
of
and
things.
came back in, and that didn't fix it. So I don't know what went on.
Weird.
Anyway,
Um,
I did not roll well. Can I said it. I never use these things. I'm gonna use a hero point.
Okay. On this insight check.
Yeah.
You see, you're the only one who notices this. As Maeve is speaking the words, Arelis, half elven, disguised claws, you see like the slightest hint of nervousness. Sort of like, the slight tensing of the back, the sitting up straight, the signs of someone who's nervous. Well, that's not good. Seems like someone's after me. He's sort of like,
Why would somebody be after you?
I mean,
Is there a
I'm-
reason?
Nothing that I can think of apart from that I'm a person in power.
So you know
Some
nothing
sort
about
of power.
the attacks? It just seems strangely linked, that's all.
Honestly, don't know much about. I've been looking into it, but I've been busy with other duties,
We are... Sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say, with that use of a hero point, would
Yes.
that extend to that phrase, that what he's just said, or was it just on his nervousness reaction? You can confirm
No
with
insight
the
check
rest
necessary.
of it?
You don't tell he's lying. He's just is busy. Yes. Sorry. But
We are quite convinced, even though the Dragon Knight don't seem to think so, that these attacks, these undead, are vampire spawn. Have you...
Do you have any knowledge of necromancy or vampires or anything like that, Lord Arias?
Arias?
Cassian.
Elias. Sorry, Elias.
You still got it wrong. Just say Cassian. It's easier.
Cassian.
hey,
Mr.
Yes.
Andor.
Please just call me Cassian. It's simple and not too formal. Otherwise, I know of them. I know of vampires. I think most people know of vampires.
Have you heard of
Undead.
anything like this in Crown Top before?
Not to my recollection. And I have been
Insight
around for
check.
a while. Make an insight check.
Mhm.
Oh wow!
Oh,
Oh no!
You don't know.
Yeah. What about cavorting with those with necromantic power and anything like that we need to be aware of, or?
One second.
This one I would specifically, knowing that he has like a necromantic ring,
Yes.
I would be looking for a
Like an active
message that's
insight.
hidden.
I don't dabble in necromancy myself. I know of it. it's something that, I mean, I don't think everyone can control. It's chaotic by nature, deals with death and undeath. I do all I can not to get close to it.
Oh, strange.
What's
No,
everyone's
a
passive
very
insight?
wise position. and
The
then
highest is 13.
So
Mine's 12 across the board. So.
yeah, so Archer will go, oh, interesting, and he kind of like do like a dismissive gesture with his hand again, and for a brief period, like another minor illusion or image, whatever the friggin' hell it's called,
Minor
flash
illusion.
up, liar, necromancy ring, or necromancy, like with an arrow pointing down, like again behind his head, very quickly to dismiss. When
Can you
my
make me
goddamn coffee arrives.
can you make me a sleight of hand, or sleight of hand actually, or well, no, stealth for whispering. Is minor illusion?
Well, minor illusion is
Does it
only it's only semantic. It's only hand
Semantic,
gestures
yeah, semantic,
and
yeah.
material.
Okay, can you make me a stealth check to mutter
about
it so
the
he doesn't
same.
hear it?
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, whatever. Yeah. 11
I'll
or
just
13.
take the first one. Okay.
I don't think minor illusion has a verbal component.
I
No,
don't.
it's just semantic, but it's the, so that's not
It's
what
the
the
gesture
was
of
in
it.
the hand.
Oh,
That's why I say I lean
Um,
back and do a
yeah.
dismissive gesture with my hand. Yeah.
All right, and then at this point, Alex comes back in holding some trays of stuff. Gives Slab a plate of biscuits.
It's a whole
And-
plate of pink ladies.
Well, and hands
pink pamper wafers.
Archer on his. Was it coffin?
It's just a coffee. Oh, thank you, Alex. So much appreciated.
It's all right.
Get one of
That's
these
why
for
I'm-
myself.
He sort of like gives us like head like tilts and walks away. There's like a thing on the table with like water and stuff if anyone gets thirsty, and like some like small snacks that he brings. Well, this is not good. This is. He's like clearly now nervous because of obviously what you've been told. This isn't a thing that you're calm about.
Have you had run-ins with the Crimson Hand prior to this?
Not personally. I have passed laws and things like that that stops or quietens their actions, but I don't believe I've met one personally. But that's the thing with those sort of cults; they can be anyone.
I see.
When you say you passed laws, what kind of laws would they be? Just for interest, I'm here a student in these lands. I'm interested in how things work here, so I'd be fascinated to find out.
But also, as well, isn't it a great question? Because it might affect the Crimson Hand. As in, this is probably why they could be after you.
Possibly. Well, it is things like in certain areas you must show that you don't have any markings and such, and you sometimes magic is cast, in the higher near the top of the city in certain areas to make sure you're not hiding marks, and also have made sure people like Dragon Knights and the guards look out for red gloves. That is one of their biggest minor things.
Maeve isn't wearing her gloves at the minute because she had to throw them away
Mhm.
because she touched
Silent.
Sidon. But when he says like marks, when he says like the phrase, people who have marks, she puts like one hand over the other and kind of like,
Mhm.
like when somebody like sits inwards
Yes.
and she like becomes very obviously like uncomfortable.
She
at the, like,
says, sorry, he says, no, please don't. I didn't mean any offense. It's,
Yeah.
they,
Artron also like sorts his collar out to hide the mark on his neck.
Crimson Hand carry red marks on their body sometimes. Usually, sometimes hidden by illusions. That's why we look for things like that. Or not me specifically, but Dragon Knights and guards will sometimes look for things like that. This is
So
Am I
Cassian.
that way is like not me personally, and
what are you specifically inciting?
like when he because of Artron, we know he's
Yes.
got illusions over him, and when he's like, we check for illusion magic, and he's like, not me personally.
He gets no.
Is
He, gets
it
sense,
him personally?
he said we, as in him, the one
royal
checking
we.
it. So like he was saying, not me personally, and the fact that he doesn't check people personally. But he is not lying about this. He's telling the truth.
So, Cassian,
Yes.
you are obviously Arelis in question.
I would assume.
You are a half-elf, I assume?
I am.
Disguise. Do you want to explain?
I do sometimes disguise myself. Not anything major, just because people judge on appearances
I know.
before they get to know someone. They judge on appearances, and you see, he's now getting visibly nervous. Before, it was just Archeron who caught it, but now most of you except Mel can tell that he is looking nervous. This line of questioning.
Do you normally disguise claws?
He's
Do
like,
you have claws to hide?
hold on a second. What sort of way are you phrasing this, Sidon? I know.
It's
I
a
know.
general question, but I am trying to make myself look as big as possible, so it could be like.
Can you make
Come
me an
across
intimidation
cutting,
check? And you
yeah.
can use strength. So, are you proficient in intimidation?
I'm proficient in intimidation, so it's
Are you
plus
proficient
2.
in athletic or athletics? Okay, doesn't matter.
It's 21 plus 2 plus 2, so it would be like plus 4.
You see, sort of not gulp, but like turns on us, like straightens up and says, "Alex, give us a moment." And the butler leaves. He just sort of looks silently at the rest of you. I am a person who wants to help this city. You have to understand this. I have done my best to aid the civilians of Crown Top for the past 20 years. And it is in my blood. It is the only thing that I want to do. These people, the king is slow in his actions, and it is up to the people who have lived in this scenario to deal with the consequences of his actions and to better the people.
I did an insight, but it was
Rolled
only
a
a
6,
6.
yeah.
Can I use a hero point
Yes, what do you insight him?
to see if he's telling the truth and he's being
He-
genuine?
He is being completely genuine.
Okay.
And he raises his hands and says, "Call me a monster if you will. I am doing what is right." And with like a very clear hesitation, he like gestures his hands and takes a breath, and you watch the disguise around him drop. And a man similar to him, but paler skin, red hair, crimson eyes, stares back at you. He says, "If they knew, they would call me a monster. I just want to help them. This makes it easier." And
Maeve-
that's where we're going to pick up next time.
Oh, god damn it.